Okay, I guess we are live. I guess we are live. That's a good thing. All right, I'm gonna wait for a couple of my friends to come in, Brandon and Mamba. So we're gonna hang out here for a little bit till they show up. Hopefully, everyone had a good Christmas, and if you didn't, remember there's always a next one. Every year there's a Christmas. Every year there's a holidays. So there's always another one. So let me see. Everything's good. Good, good, good. I want to talk about the GeForce Now a little bit today, and cloud gaming versus the building a PC and shortage of consoles and stuff like that. Because, like yesterday, for example, when I was doing that 13-hour plus live stream of GeForce Now, I realized that this is kind of unique, man. That you don't have to download and wait for the downloads. You don't have to wait for the installation. You don't have to look for the extra storage space where you can download these games and install these games. Everything felt so unique and easy. There's no way that I would be able to, for example, go through these 20 plus games within like 13 hours. First of all, I would need a super extra storage, ridiculous amount of storage that would cost me a lot of money to put all these games, to download all these games, to have them installed, and then to play them and wait for the updates and all of that stuff. Everything felt so unique, super easy, uh, and that's one of the cool things about the cloud, that it's convenient. The word is convenience, you know, and I have experienced that yesterday, and I say to myself, I was thinking about it, like, who the hell needs all these big boxes, building these PCs and all this other shit when you can just press a button, there's the game. Don't like the game, click on another one. It's like a movie. Don't like this movie, switch to another one. Uh, and I think that's where we're going. Everything it's on press of a button, you know. This old way of downloading games, installing the games, that shit's gonna go away, guys. That will go away, 100%. Like that's like 100%. It's gonna go away. It's not gonna happen overnight. You know, even Rome wasn't built overnight, but eventually, by 2030, 2031, it will become a standard where the internet connection is gonna be running at some ridiculous 5 terabytes or some shit like that. Why? Because the necessity of the internet, everything's running on the internet. People are always on the internet, and this will require the infrastructures, communications from federal governments and other countries to work together to build this super fast internet speed and easier to communicate and do the businesses and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this is going to be the future. There's no question about that. You know what I mean? And I got myself a little glimpse of that yesterday while I was playing the GeForce Now. I got a little glimpse of that, and it made me realize just how convenient this is. Even my friend Jose, he was there with me the whole time, and even he was like, wow, this is convenient. Everything's on the go and smooth. And performance wise, it outmatches anything out there that we have personally. And imagine just how much it would cost you to. Well, that's another thing. When you build your computer, what you have inside is what you have inside. Means you have to upgrade. It's going to cost a lot of money. Same thing with a console. What you have inside is what you have inside. And if you want more power, then of course you're gonna have to wait for a next generation console or whatever comes out next. But guess what? With a cloud, you'll never have to worry about that because they will be able to upgrade for you. The upgrades will be done for you. You'll never have to worry about the hardware. They're gonna do all of that. The only thing you will need is an internet, and that's it. So I'm like, I can like easily say that this is it. This is the future. I have no problem saying that, like 110%. You can come back to this video, I don't know, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and you can say, holy shit, this guy was right. Well, it's a common sense. I'm not a prophet. I don't have any special skills to see the future. What I do have is common sense logic, and logic, common sense is telling me that this is where it's going to go. It's inevitable. All right, so let's see who's here. Um, I might even do an experiment today, as a matter of fact. I might even try to integrate GeForce Now with StreamYard to see if it works. You know what? Let me try that. I'm going to try and do that right now. Just give me a sec. I want to see if this works, if it's even possible to do this. Let me see. It should be, because I'm not using my own hardware. You know what I mean? So it's not going to put any pressure towards my StreamYard. Let's say I want to play Far Cry 6. All right, let's. I'm gonna hit play and see what happens. I'm gonna go share screen, and then let me see. I gotta wait for the game to load up. Once it load up, then I'm gonna see if it's gonna work. I'll put it on the hold on. I'll put on the Windows size. I just need to wait for this thing to load up. Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it. It is loud. Let's go to the options. Let's go to the video. Windowed. Okay. Apply changes. Yes. It's too loud. Bring it down a little bit like that. Okay. So let me see if this is going to work or not. It should work. Let's see. Window. Oh, yeah, it works actually. Wow. It definitely works. Share it. Let me see. Yeah, actually, it works. Well, there it is. Let me use my controller. So now I'm on a GeForce now. So let me see. Okay. Let's continue the game. And then let me go back to I don't know if it's gonna work, to be honest with you, because I mean it does. It does work, right? There it is. Uh, that's interesting. Um, however, the only thing is, I cannot see you guys. Um, because how about I share this to a second monitor? See, if I had a second monitor, I think I can do this. If I connected a second monitor, um, I could do it. Thank you, Andre. Same thing to you, man. Merry Christmas. No honeycomb throttle in my Christmas. Yeah, man. The Christmas has been ruined for everybody due to these resellers, you know, these scumbag resellers, bro. Let me see if I do this. If I do that. Let me see. Yeah. I mean, it's you can do it, but I think it's better if you use a second screen, like so that way I can look at my StreamYard and I can play this. I think this is doable if you use a second screen. What you can do is you can put this to a second screen, and on a second screen you can control it, while on the other screen you could talk to your peers, your friends, whoever is on your podcast. So yeah, just a little demo. Yeah, you can do it. It's feasible, but I'm not going to do it now. It's a podcast, but yeah, yes, you can. That's the bottom line. You can do it. Put you back into it. Stop sharing. There it is. Bring it down. There we go. There it is. Hey, Rob, how you doing, man? Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Definitely 100%. That's something yesterday that I have realized, Rob, is when I was playing the all of those games yesterday, I have realized that, man, this is pretty unique. I don't have to worry about the storage. Don't have to worry about waiting to download. Don't have to worry about installation. Um, Everything is there for me, pretty much. You know what I mean? And there's no way I would be able to go through 20 plus games that quick, that fast, if I didn't have the cloud set up for me. I think this is the answer for everything. And I think it will be. It has to be. I mean, the way things are going, Rob, it's everything is going to that direction. Even the movies. Look at all these movies, how quickly they're being brought to the on-demand click and watch and rent. Everything it's already on the cloud, on the phone, on your little devices. Everything is there. Wherever you go, your entire entertainment, your entire music, your entire podcast, your entire everything goes with you. They're trying to put everything in one pot, and everything is there on the one pot, so that way you can access that pot. You know what I mean? Like a cooking pot. You can access that goulash anytime you want. So it is true. Hey, Andres, veteran gamer. If you guys want to join me on the podcast, I'll give you the link, and you guys can go ahead. It just need a microphone, and you can join anytime you want. Hold on, I'm typing on the wrong thing. Hold on a second. And here we go. There it is. You just have to click on it, and you're good to go. All you need is a microphone and the audio. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Not
What's
much.
up?
Clean my room.
How are you, man? What are you drinking? Powerade?
No tea.
Tea? That's good, man. I see you've been working out, man. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, man. Getting them muscles.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it. I'm glad you're doing that, man. It's not just for looking good, but it's also for like feeling good too. You know, when you're working out, when you're in a good shape, you know, everything's great. You know, you can move around, you're flexible, you can do other things, and you healthy. You know, it's working out is great for everybody. You know what I mean? Um, Me included. My old ass. I mean, I'm 43. You know, even I have to, like, you know, do things which I do here and there, but not like I used to. But it's important to always be active. You know, and I'm
That's
glad.
true.
Yeah. So we were talking about GeForce Now and just how awesome that experience was. Have you tried it yet?
I have it. I have it on the Shield Pro. It
Mm-hmm.
was Show TV Pro. My cousin gave me that, and then I got the GeForce 380 from my brother, and I'm having a blast.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Like yesterday, that 13 hours that I put into, it really showed me what's the future going to look like. And the way the future is going to look like, it's going to be exactly what I have experienced yesterday. And I think it all started with Stadia technology. I think Stadia gave us a little glimpse of what's possible, right?
Yeah.
Shadow started giving us possibilities. Hey, what's possible? And then even the small company in Ontario, you know, maximum settings, right, gave us a little example of what's possible. And now NVIDIA, GeForce Now, it's telling us, hey, don't have to bother with building these super expensive PCs. Don't have to bother looking for these consoles for freaking $2,000 or $3,000. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. You just need internet, and you're all set. You can play it on anywhere, your TV, your tablet, your virtual reality, whatever you have, whatever device you have, you can take this experience with you. And I think that's where it's going.
GeForce
You know.
does it too on your phones.
Oh yeah, even on my LG, which I forgot to do a video. Actually, Rob, I forgot to tell Rob. Rob is here. Um, you can do it on a on the LG. Like I can go ahead and down. I think I download the app, but I forgot to use it on my C10. Same thing on my
This one too, Google
oh,
TV.
the new one, the new Google TV, right?
Yeah, it works on it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that, by the way. Same thing with my Nvidia Shield Pro, 4K and HDR. 4K HDR, you can use that and play the 4K HDR, 60 FPS, ultra setting games like Far Cry 6 and what have you, right?
I heard a
And
second one's coming out next year.
I'm pretty sure it will be, and it's gonna run even faster, you know. So yeah,
A bunch of subscriber services.
it will be, Rob. Those infrastructure is something that takes time, but I think they're moving up. Slowly but surely, they're moving up. There's always going to be spots they're not going to have that. Like very poor spots. It's just the way it is. Just the way the nature of this society is. There's always going to be the spots where those very, very poor, living in a very poor areas where no one's investing any money, going to obviously suffer. They're not going to have the greatest and the best. That's why you don't want to live there. You want to move out of there for many variety of reasons. There's a lot of crime, a lot of shit happening. We're talking about projects, ghettos, and whatnot. There's certain areas they're not going to have that super fast internet. And when I say ghettos, I mean everywhere in the world. Ghettos are everywhere, even London, LA. You fucking name the city. There's always going to be some poor areas and ghetto areas where people don't have access due to the no one's investing the money into it, and the business is not going to prosper. But for the majority of like metro big cities, downtown, suburbs, they will have that, super fast internet. I believe 10 years from now, everyone will have it. It will become a standard where everyone will have at least 3 gigabit to go with as a standard entry level, package deal. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. I'm looking
but
at
it will
trolls.
happen. I mean, I still stand by the 2030, 2031. There's no question about it in my mind. Even right now, I was just doing a demo. I was showcasing how easy it is to jump into the GeForce Now. I was playing it. I just clicked on. I was playing a Far Cry. I don't know if you've seen it.
You Cyberpunk, you have that. You should try it.
Oh, I already did. Actually, I can do it right now. As a matter of fact, I can click on
I
the
can't
side.
do it on my when I do my internet. It goes.
I can do it, man. I can do it right now. Let me see. Let me click on the what was it?
And then
Cyberpunk.
Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy got that.
Yeah.
That's a great game on there.
Yeah.
And then you have truck. You are a truck simulator.
Yeah, I have a truck simulator. I got all of that.
I think they have that on there. Yeah, you were looking at it yesterday. I was on
Yeah.
your live stream. I don't know how you could do it with a controller.
It takes. I think it's better with a keyboard, honestly, than with a thumbstick. I've noticed that you're more efficient with the wheel when you're using a keyboard. So I just use a keyboard and a mouse. It's much better like that. Here, let me see if I can access this, and let's see if it works. Hold on. It's like a NASA Space Center over here, man. Hold on. Hold on. Anyway, I don't know what's going on. I forgot my GOG password. I cannot get in, but maybe I can try another game. Let me try something else. I got so many passwords, man. I don't even know, dude. It's so hard to keep up with.
I'm trying to cancel my Spotify because they're charging me twice.
You should definitely talk to them about that.
No, I
Yeah,
have two
tell 'em.
accounts. That's why I have like. Oh
Yeah.
wait, I have two. One's for my
Let me
niece. One's
see.
mine.
I can jump into Truck Simulator, dude. Here we go. Jump into it right now.
Does American work on there? That's my that's the one game I have.
Oh yes, I
bought
have
those.
I have the American. Hold on, that's what I'm
That-
gonna use. I'll use
It's,
I can do American Truck Simulator. As a matter of fact, here I'll show you in a minute.
they need to make another one, like really, for the systems.
Yeah, I'll show you in a minute.
I don't have any news on the. Well, if GeForce 40 comes out next year,
That'd be great. Here,
and they can work on 390 here.
let me exit this. It's amazing how quickly you can jump between these games. I clicked on the Euro Truck. Actually, they have Euro Truck and American Truck. As a matter of fact, they got both of them.
See that every week they add new games.
Yeah, I think they added 4 games this week, which is pretty cool.
It's gonna take a long, not take a long time, but it's gonna take a time.
Pup, 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 pup.
Do I have it?
All right, here we go. I just want to see if I can do it with a keyboard. See if it works. Let me continue the game. Let me go to the Windows screen so you guys can see it.
Farm Simulator 22 is in now. All right. I don't know if I'll get that.
Which one?
Farm Simulator. I haven't got it yet.
No, it's good, man. If you take, I mean, here we go. Continue the game. Let me go share screen. Let me go over here. Share. If you share a second screen, then you can see your podcast and you can also play, which is the most reliable way to do it. You can share 2 monitors.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And here, I can jump in right now and share that thing. Can you see it?
Yeah.
You see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Let me see how it looks. There it is. So I can go and start driving. There it is. And here's the thing. I'm not using any hardware to process this. I'm just using their hardware from the whatever they are, out there in San Francisco, Northern California, I don't know where. And here I am. Here I go. And I'm playing while I'm podcasting, dude. I'm talking to you guys.
That's cool.
Yeah. How cool is that? See, this is the future of technology and a cloud gaming. You want to watch a movie, you click on to watch a movie, but obviously we cannot do that here because they would destroy me. But I'm simply saying, like, this is where it's going, guys. Internet, cloud, everything's on the internet, man. Everything's on that cloud. Your entire life Even the Facebook is talking about it, metaverse and all this other stuff. That's the idea, to keep everything on the cloud, your information, everything. Pretty soon, you won't even need a wallet. They'll just put a nanobot chip inside your body, and then, or they'll put something like something inside your body that's going to be able to connect to the server, and in your bloodstream connect to the server, and the police officer, all he has to do is just scan your eyes, and or just have you, no, actually just press the fingerprint on the little device, or scan your eyes, and actually they won't have to put any prints of anything. They'll just have to scan your eyes, and they already know who you are. It doesn't matter how drunk you are, how high you are. They'll be able to scan your eyes, and they already know who you are, everything about you, your past, everything. And that's it. It's going to be so unique and easy for them to track you down. And that's where it's going, guys. That's where it's going. That's
Oh, now I
exactly
can
where it's
see
going.
this bigger. You can put a full screen on here. That's cool.
Look how smooth it is, man. Here I am, like on a podcast. I'm talking to you, right? And
Yeah, money. Oh wait, it's not money.
great. There it is. Now, I'm not going to do this throughout the whole time because we're doing a podcast, but I'm simply just showcasing that it's possible. That you can do it if you want to. I'm gonna park over here. And the latency is so good, man. That's, to me, the most important thing is the latency. Um, and the one thing that GeForce Now delivers, it's a great low latency. Honestly, probably the best. The best. So let me exit this and let me get back to my podcast, because that's what we're doing today. We're doing a podcast. If you guys want to know more about the GeForce Now, you can watch that 13 hours that I did yesterday during a Christmas, and it's all there for you.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to close this and bring it down. There it is. And we're going to go back. Hold on. Stop sharing, because sharing, it's caring. And close that. And there we go. What is this guy? Oh, my God. It's these Bangladesh spammers, man. That's all they do is sit in a building. There's like 20 of them just sitting there, scamming and conning everybody. Same thing in China. That's all they do, man. They sit around like some fucking office building, and they just sit there, and just all they do is scam and scam and scam. Like, hey guys, you got exposed long time ago. Stop with that shit. Everybody knows. But they're always hoping there will be some idiot out there, or some old person who's not tech savvy, and that's what they prey on. They prey on stupid people, and they prey on individuals who are old, and they're not tech savvy. That's who they prey on. As a matter of fact, I was talking to one of my friends who is a deputy detective at the sheriff's office, and he says that's mainly what they're doing. Is they're preying on individuals who obviously are not tech savvy, who are older, like 80 years old, 75 to 80 to 85 years old, and that's who they're trying to approach. We can help you get this diabetes plan for this, a diabetes plan for that. All you got to do is give us your credit card. Da 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 da. A lot of that scamming's been going around. They've been also trying to hack into the people's phones, and they call people. Sometimes they will call you. They will, because AT&T is a cunt, and AT&T is a fucking cunt. Sorry for the language. It's selling information to a fucking third party. There already has been a lawsuit against AT&T. It's fucking amazing that AT&T is still in fucking business, because what they're doing, it's legal. They shouldn't be selling your information to a fucking third party. And you got a lot of that shit going around. So, and that's why you have these fucking criminals and these scammers and these fucking con artists breeding out there like fucking roaches, because the fucking AT&T is a fucking cunt, and they're selling your fucking phone numbers, even your old phone numbers. They would give out the old numbers to a new subscriber, to a new carrier, and they'll use their old numbers. And those old numbers already sold to a third party. And they'll give you the new number, which is the old fucking number. And that old number, which you think it's a new number, you'll see all kinds of weird messages, people texting you, people fucking calling you from God knows fucking where. AT&T is a fucking cunt. But they're not the only one. Many of them are doing the same thing. You got Verizon, you got others.
Mobile.
I mean, Facebook, for the love of God, it's doing it worse. Facebook is giving your first and last name, for fuck's sake. Facebook, it's even worse. Facebook, it's giving your first and fucking last name.
And emails.
And emails to a fucking third party, which is even worse. And I don't know why the government, what the fuck are they waiting for? What the fuck do you need a congressional hearing? Put that motherfucker in jail. Lock him up and throw away the fucking key. And you see how quickly the Facebook's going to go down. But the problem is we got people in government corrupted as well. It's a corruption from the top to the fucking bottom. You got corruption all over the fucking place.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where
it's
we are.
Bad.
It's fucking bad. It's super bad.
CP2.
So, anything else you've been doing yesterday?
Christmas gifts.
Anything interesting you got for Christmas?
Let me see. I'm looking at.
Oh, nice toolbox.
No, fishing box.
Oh, fisher box, nice. You go fishing.
Going fishing now.
Oh, that's cool, man. Watch out for them gators, bro. They're out there, bro.
Where's my game? Shit. I'm looking for my game.
What did you get? NASCAR.
Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6, nice.
PlayStation 5. I have Ubisoft Plus. Oh my god.
So what do you think? I think they look all the same, in my honest opinion.
No,
I tried it on the PS5 and the Series X. They all look kind of identical, more or less. You know.
I wish you had in Far Cry 5 an ally that help you, not the animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
You mean not the crocodile?
Yeah, and a dog.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Far Cry 6. I mean, look, I'm having a fun playing that game. You know, I'm enjoying it. But I do agree with Jaffe. You know, Jaffe said something that it's true. The formula needs to change. It's the same formula. It's the same mechanics. It's just a different settings. Now it's in fake Cuba. Okay, let's just call it fake Cuba, somewhere out there, or one of the islands. And they couldn't call it Cuba because of, you know, backlash or whatever they would be getting. You know, maybe the game would be banned. So they have to call it, whatever, fake name of some, fantasy island, right? That kind of looks like Cuba.
Yeah.
So it's just the different settings, but the mechanics are the same. The mechanics haven't changed. And I think Jaffe is right about that. They need to implement something better than what they already have. I think it's time for them to step up to a different engine, different mechanics. Maybe it's time to jump into Unreal Engine 5 and start utilizing that. I think they need to do Far Cry 7 needs to be a truly next gen and a new formula. I think this old formula needs to go away. It's getting old. It's always the same story. You got a warlord in a different country, you know, same situation, same shit, you know, same formula, recruiting the people, And we all know what's going to happen at the end. You're going to kill the warlord, and you go off to the sunset. Da 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 da. We're getting tired of that. Ubisoft,
I'm definitely getting tired of it.
Yeah, so Ubisoft, you need to change that. You need to change the formula. It's getting old. People are getting tired of it, man. It's like eating the same bread every single day. You know, you want to try different bread. You want to try Italian bread, maybe French bread. I don't know. Or maybe I'm
Ooh.
not using a good analogy. Maybe, you know, let's not eat the same cereal every single day. So,
That's true.
like I said, I have no problem with Far Cry 6 as a game. You know, I can play it, and I did play it, but it's getting old. You know, they need to change the formula. And this goes for a lot of games out there. The formula needs to be changed. The formula needs to evolve, especially when it comes to Call of Duty and that crap, Battlefield and that crap. What else we have? Oh, there's so many games out there. They're using the same formula. Even Halo. It's time to change that formula. Maybe it's time for Master Chief to die. Maybe it's time for something else to come along. You know, maybe it's time for the story to progress somewhere else. You know what I mean? Or a different kind of a chief model to come back. I don't know, man. I just feel that a lot of these developers are milking it. They're just milking that cow dry. And I think it's dry right now. And people are like, all right, this is getting old. We've been milking this cow for 20 years. You can never grow. You can never evolve if you're milking the same old, same old, same old. So the message to developers is change the formula. You need to evolve. We're stepping into 2022 and beyond. I don't want to be playing the same old Halo in 2030. You know, I'm going to 50 freaking something years old. I'm still playing the goddamn same old Halo or same old Gears of War. You know, it's time for these characters to freaking go. You had your 20-year. You had your time. You are legends, Hall of Famers. Put it out there, whatever the fuck is you put it. It's time for the new formula to evolve, and I think that's really what needs to happen. Hopefully, that will happen coming into 2022 and beyond with this new Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Nintendo is never going to do it.
Yeah, Nintendo's playing it. They don't have to because Nintendo has that locked in fan base, you know, that fan base that they have locked in, and that's all they need. I don't think they don't have to change pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
And then PlayStation, I don't know what's going to happen to PlayStation. When is the
they changed the format. It's not going to be a Game Pass now.
Yeah, but when is the Forbidden West coming out?
Oh, that's probably 2 years.
I thought it was supposed to be coming out in February.
Oh, that game. Oh, I thought you talked about the Wild Wild West game.
No. Forbidden West, which is the Horizon Zero. February what? 18th?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. Oh, is it coming out on Valentine's? Oh, jeez.
Let me see. I'll look it up.
Such a goofy holiday, Valentine's. They should call the Money Whore Day.
The 18th.
The 18th. The 18th. So it is around Valentine's, after Valentine's.
Yeah.
You know, that's what the Valentine is all about. It's about money whoring.
Give that to your husband. Here we go.
Yeah. Nobody gives a shit about a Father's Day.
Oh, no.
Because according to women, we're all perverts, right?
Yeah.
According to them. They already put us in that fucking generalization spot. They already labeled us. You know, you got a third leg, you got a third leg in between, you're guilty as charged. Fuck me sideways.
No, in Chicago, you are.
Shit, man. I was talking to my friend the other day. He's still paying it, you know, the what was it? The money that he has to pay for that house. He got divorced years ago, and he's still paying for that house mortgage due to the court orders. And he's paying. Think about this: the guy that she's living with, he's enjoying all the accolades, and this guy, it's paying for the freaking house and it's paying for the child support and everything, dude. Man, dude, you talk about Russell Crowe unhinged. Fuck, I would be like a Russell Crowe unhinged on fucking steroids. I'd be fucking Thanos running around. Fuck Bane. I would make Bane look like a, like a good guy. I was wondering, what would break first, your house or your mortgage payment?
Or your bank account.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
What happens if he doesn't have a job? That'd be
Yeah. Oh, that's it. You got you get the you get
chair?
locked up, dude. You get locked up. Or I don't know, you get locked up, you're on the street, man. You become a homeless. You become a homeless, and then you have to, revert to a crime. And they say, why are you a criminal? Well, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Either that or he fucking dies hungry. Or he dies out of thirst. What fucking choice that does a person fucking have?
That's why I don't
see
have
the
a
way the
girlfriend.
system is built. The way the system is built. That's it. Once you get into that fucking limbo, you got no choice. You fucked for life, because the Mrs. Booby and Booty has the fucking upper hand. Everybody who has a third leg, you fucked. Yeah.
That's why I don't have this.
What do you mean you don't have that? I mean, I have it, but I just use it for taking a piss,
No, I'm talking about the wedding
Oh,
ring.
that-
This my wedding ring. I don't have.
Oh,
I'm not-
wedding ring. I was about to say. I was like, shit. I was like, when did that happen? I was like, I got
That's
the wedding
never
ring,
gonna
I got you.
happen.
Man, you don't want it, man. It's a nightmare. It's a pure nightmare, dude. Trust me. I know.
And I got this.
I've been around the married folks. What is that?
Oh.
It's a nightmare, dude. It's a pure nightmare. Trust me. And if they tell you it's not a nightmare, they're lying.
For the PlayStation 5.
Oh, really? Cool. That's awesome. They have it available now?
Yeah.
I have to get one. Do they have it for the Xbox? I don't think so. They might. I think
They
do.
have it for the Xbox. Yeah. It's... Shit. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm lucky.
You don't need one, man. Trust me. You don't need it, man. Just go to club, dude, and someone will show up. Jump on your fucking lap. It's going to happen. Trust me. Just got to go to club every other night. Something's going to come in. Buy her some drinks, get her some, Crown Royale, whiskey, mix it up. Get the, the grasshopper shots, Get all these shots lined up. Get the White Russians. Tell them, I'm from Russia. Yeah, I'm an oligarch. I got many houses around here. You have no idea. All you got to do is rent some fake-ass Armani fucking suit. Act like one of those, fake-ass mobsters and shit. And that's it, man. Put in an act. And that's it. Next thing you know, your third leg's getting wet, man. That's it, man. You're getting some fucking action. That's it, man. It's not that difficult. Really. You just got to plan it. You got to be like a film director. You got to plan the whole fucking thing. You can make it happen. All right. There's a lot of dummies out there. Long hair, short brain. Not that difficult. It ain't that fucking difficult. Once you get drunk, if the music's all right, the lights, the dance floor, brother, you're good to go. Now you're going to say this guy's a misogynist. This guy's a piece of shit. I know. Oh, yeah. I used to manage the clubs. What are you talking? I mean, that's fuck. I know how the thing works. I wasn't born two minutes ago. I've been around. I know how this game being fucking played. It's just I'm good at getting played this fucking game.
Should put you my wingman.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like Liam Neeson. Like I'm too old for this.
Oh my God, Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, man. I'm just not into that, man. I don't have that urge like I used to, bro. When I was younger, man, I did my deeds. I'm just not, the only thing is I knew how to pull out, Thank God I knew when to fucking pull out. If I didn't learn how to pull out, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I'd be stuck with child supports up to my eyeballs, bro. They have child support bills up to my yin yang, Fuck that shit, man. Imagine that night, dude. Or maybe I would have just, just call it fucking quits, Fuck that noise. Well, look at my friend I was talking to the other day, 2 days ago. I went to see him. I felt bad for him, but I was like, listen, man, I was like, hey, you get yourself to blame too. You didn't learn how to pull out. What do you think was going to happen?
Mhm.
Got to pull the fuck out, man, before it's too late. He did through all the testings and everything, they went through the whole deal. And, long and behold, and that was his sperm, That's what's his kid. I know it
Oh,
feels,
man.
see, that's the thing. People get into that nirvana. We all adults here, so let's be honest about this. I like to keep it real. I don't like bullshit. I'm allergic to bullshit. I start sneezing right away. Even right now, bullshit just makes me allergic. I know it feels great, you're doing it and you feel that nirvana, you're feeling that climax, you're about to go, you're about to do it. Pull the fuck out, man. You can thank me later.
That's right.
Pull out, bro. There should be like a little, like, what you call it, a bracelet or something. Where like let you know, pull out. You got 10 seconds. Eject. What is that? No, babe, listen, I gotta eject. Whoosh, move out. That's my comedy, man. That's the way I look at it. But it's true. Hello. Knock, knock. It's fucking true. Don't look at me now. Don't judge me. You know what I'm freaking talking about here. Don't be so self-righteous on your high horse. Oh, I'll never do that. Nah, F you. You did it. You didn't fucking pull out. You MFOs, motherfuckers. You should have fucking pulled out. I don't have any of those obligations. Now, listen, man, I'm the greatest uncle of all time. I love my nieces, I love my nephews, but that responsibility, why would you want to bring, here's what I'm trying to say. If you know you're not set financially, if you know you don't have a set future financially, why in the hell would you want to bring kids to this world and have them go through this whole bullshit suffering, right? Daddy's not around, mommy's not around. They go to some foster care homes, whatever, and then they get out and they become juvies. They start, stealing this, stealing that, and next thing you know, they join the fucking gang, right? And by then, it's too fucking late. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to bring the child into this world, knowing you can't afford to take care of that kid, and knowing you're not going to be around, knowing you are a screw up, you're a piece of shit, and you can't be a good role model for your kid. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to? I would never do that, man, ever, But some people, again, they are what they are, and they don't know how to pull out, which is so ridiculous, man. And they're bitching and moaning. Stop bitching and moaning. Next time, pull the fuck out, Anyway, changing the subject. What was the one game on the GeForce Now that really kind of made you say, wow, I see a full potential power of the 3080? What was that one game for you, Brendan?
Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy, and then I was looking at the Death Standing. I just found it. It's added on here now.
Yeah, it is.
That game I might have to test because that one is good. And then Cyberpunk, New World. Yes. New World. I like New World. And the truck, the Mario Guardians of the Galaxy was a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
What was yours? Because you're 13 hours a stream.
Oh man, for me definitely, ray tracing. Excuse me, ray tracing was the Watch Dogs Legion. The Watch Dogs Legion really showcased what's possible with the ray tracing. And that thing looks amazing with ray tracing to the maximum. The reflections and the light and the shadow and the textures, everything just came to life. It's really gorgeous looking. So that, and then on top of that, 60 FPS with everything, dude. 1440p, 60 FPS. I was blown away, dude. I was like, holy crap, I cannot do this on my computer. I cannot do this on my console. And I was like, holy shit. It was truly remarkable. So for me, it was the Legion, the Watch Dogs Legion, for sure.
I want to try a Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I want to see how that looks. That's another game I want to test.
I tested Valhalla, but I was in the area where there's a lot of snow and not much reflection, so I really couldn't tell. But the Watch Dogs Legion was definitely the one game that truly blew my socks off.
Yeah, that one I have to play again.
Maybe I can showcase it. I don't know if you guys want to see it. Because that's the beauty about the cloud. I can just click and I can start playing. Maybe I can show it to you. Hold on. Share. Let me first come here. Legion. Watch Dogs Legion. There it is. Very impressive, man, as to how it looks. You know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
All those haters and all those yayos, like yesterday, that came in, bitching and moaning about me. Here I am. I'm leaving a link for them to come join the chat and say what they got to say to me. Neither one of them can do it. Has the fucking balls to do it and to come in and say something. Why? Because they're cowards. They're hiding. They're hiding their identity. They're hiding everything. That's what they are. It's a piece of shit.
Sorry. I'm looking
no, it's okay.
I'm looking if you put it up there. Yeah, you did. Oh my god, nobody's do. Oh,
yeah. But they all act like tough fucking guys behind the fucking, David Hasselhoff and all the fucking fake ass celebrity profiles. I have no fucking balls to come and talk to me.
Oh, David Hasselhoff. Oh,
yeah. They're all, listen, man. These guys are they're not even worth me talking about them. They're such pieces of shit. It's like a cockroach. You step on it, man. No, that's what they are. Like a cockroach. You step on him and kick him out.
David Hasselhoff is used in Germany, so
yeah. I pay no mind to these motherfuckers, man. Here, let me show you this. Hold on.
I gotta block that guy. Shit.
I'm loading the game right now. Just give me a second.
It takes seconds. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, my leg hurts. I'm used to my legs now.
Oh, that's good. Well, you should work every part of your body.
Every other day I do it. But tomorrow I have my cousins coming tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool.
From North Carolina.
Oh, cool, man. North Carolina is awesome, dude. Especially parts of Western North Carolina is beautiful, man. Here, let me.
My sister's yelling.
Why?
Fantasy football.
Oh, I used to do that. Not anymore, man.
Blood pressure.
Yeah. Too much blood pressure, brother. Too much blood pressure.
If the next, I'm not playing that stupid NASCAR again.
Nah, man.
That pack didn't work. The steering wheel goes like, yeah, and then I'm going right into the wall, going left. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. You see
it? Oh, look at this.
Look at the graphics, man. Look at this thing.
I gotta put this up. I gotta
check this out, man.
No latency, no lag.
Nothing, man. Smooth as a butter.
And you're doing this high speed. Ooh, damn.
Look at that ray tracing over here.
Oh, yeah. I see the light going on the flexion of the floor. Ooh.
Wait during the day. How do you change during the daytime? What do you got to do?
I have no idea of this one, man. I haven't tested the I haven't tested the time. Then I think you can.
Here, let me steal the car.
changed to a different person, I think. How you steal that one? I want to steal that one.
Hold on.
Ooh.
Hold on. Let me grab my controller. That's what I should be using, a controller.
No, I never seen that. That's cool. I want to drive that.
I don't think you can. It won't let you do it, can it? No, you cannot.
I'll crash it.
It won't let me do it.
Nah.
Hold on. Here we go.
Oh, plumber. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I see the fractions. You try this on Xbox and PlayStation, right?
Oh, yeah. And this just blows out of the water, dude. Look at the ray tracing over here. Hold on.
The water.
Look at this. Look at the ray tracing here.
Oh, look at that.
Hold on.
I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna keep my subscription.
I mean, this is the most powerful PC you can have right now. They have a Threadripper Pro Ryzen 9 with like how many cores?
24.
24 cores.
Yeah.
And they've got the 3080 Ti equivalent.
That's more. That's 30 something.
Yeah.
Dude, that's dangerous. If they do that, then you don't need a PC.
I don't think you need anything, man. With this GeForce Now, you don't need shit, man. You're good. This thing can handle Unreal Engine 5 to its fullest.
And they just signed with EA. Yeah. They signed EA yesterday.
Did they?
Yeah.
We'll see a Battlefield then.
Oh no, I'm not playing that. I'm playing Madden, FIFA. No.
Oh, wait, so the FIFA will be coming in, huh?
Yeah, FIFA, the Madden, Formula 1.
Nice.
If that comes in, I'll probably never upgrade my computer. Wait, I have to. I do a podcast.
Wow. What's up, Deacon? How you doing, bro?
Oh man, look at this.
It's crazy.
I didn't know you could drive that. Oh,
I want to go to the river.
How do you no, I don't want to tell you because you haven't played this far. There's missions on here that make me go itch my head. Why didn't London didn't cancel this or ban this?
Wow, look at that light, dude.
Are you kidding me?
Look how beautiful. Look at the ray tracing here.
Oh,
the
dude.
reflection.
Oh man.
Look at that. Look at the reflection on the bus. The ray tracing there.
Oh, the scratches. I can see those really clear.
And look at this. Look how fast. You're not going to have the ray tracing running at 120 FPS or 60 FPS like this on a console to this level. Not going to happen. Look at that, man. No latency. Everything smooth as a butter.
380 is.
Yeah.
It's
really a 3080 Ti because I looked at that A10 that they're using. It's really equivalent to 3080 Ti with that Threadripper Pro Ryzen 9. So it's a super power beast. It's gonna run that Unreal Engine 5 like no one's business with everything turned on.
And I'll never probably get a PC.
You'll never need a fucking console ever again, dude. I'm telling you, you'll never need that shit. You'll probably sell it. I'm telling you, dude.
I probably will.
Yeah. I don't think I will, honestly. Once it becomes the standard, I just won't bother with it, to be honest with you. Just simply won't have to. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. Look at this, man. Somebody's dog I hear over there. Is that yours?
No. Nah.
That was in a game, I guess.
No, I don't have a dog.
Oh, okay.
I have cats.
Oh. Look at this, man. It's amazing.
Oh, that. Oh, look at that car.
That's like a taxi.
Damn, look at it in the inner. Oh, I like it because you can self drive it. Self
Yeah,
drives.
yes, you can.
That's one of my favorite cars. Damn,
And there's a bike over here too.
that car is so detailed. I can see the lights and
I think Ubisoft would be great for like a James Bond game, dude. Seriously.
the IO. The guys who made Hitman are making the James Bond game.
I think they'll do a good job, but I think Ubisoft would have done a better job, in my opinion.
Uh, I'm shocked.
Look at this, man.
Look how
Low
good this
latency.
is.
Low latency, super fast.
Damn.
I'm like Tom Cruise with his motorbike, super bike. Whoa, you see that?
Yeah.
Everything's running fast. Look at this. Look at that light.
Damn. I like that. It always shows the lighting.
Looks beautiful, man.
Hong Kong? What is it? Man.
Even the hair works and the detail on the jacket, everything, dude.
That's the future, guys. You see that thing going over their heads?
You see the ray tracing, you can see the reflection of the bike in me. Right
I
there.
see.
You see it?
Yeah, it's like that Spider-Man game. They remastered. I screwed up in that game too. I was playing that a couple days ago.
I wish that I had the remaster, but it's not available for sale.
You
Kinda
have
suck.
to buy Miles Morales Ultimate Edition.
Ah, the hell with that. No, not doing it.
It's like $50.
I already paid for the Miles Morales. They should cut the price, man. You know, I think they're ripping people off on that shit.
Ah, it's just all about money.
Yeah, I hate when they do that shit. Like, you know.
Sony likes to do that. Sony
Yeah, but
is
that's why people have a problem with Sony, because of that kind of shit.
And then I'm paying Starfield. I'm buying that game.
Are you
it's
sure?
collector
Because
edition.
it will be on a Game Pass.
The collector edition.
Oh, I see. Is something special about a collector's, or
You get better items. You get this. A
Tom
hat.
Cruise is included, right?
I wish. Manny McConaughey will probably be in it.
Matthew McConaughey and Tom Cruise, huh? Look at this, man.
He's a big celebrity.
Yeah, but he kind of fell off the radar. He's just doing YouTube now. He lives in Texas.
he's making money off that. I was like, what the hell, man?
He's got some wine or something some kind of whiskey or whatever.
Yeah, he's selling both.
Yeah. I think he quit Hollywood because of the whole, leftist craziness and all that.
He knows what's going on.
Of course he knows. Everybody knows.
I think he's the biggest one because he hates the government.
I don't think anyone's a fan of government, to be honest with you.
Oh my God.
It's just a matter of people saying it. Because they have a history of lies, body of lies,
Oh wow, that's so cool. How is not lagging?
Nothing. Zero latency, bro. Smooth as a butter.
Oh. That guy died.
Here comes the action. Come on.
Damn.
Oh, there it goes. Get up, get up. Get on the bike. Let's go. It's not over yet.
I gotta play this again.
This shit is so good, man.
Can you really off it? Like going up, the top goes up?
What do you mean?
Lift the handlebar up?
Oh yeah, I can do it.
I never on the bow.
See that?
I'm not used to the bike. I haven't touched the motorcycles. I touched the cars.
Dude,
I gotta try
no
a PlayStation
laten-
5 controller on here.
Dude, no latency, man. Zero.
I don't get the same problem. I don't get any legacy. Like the 280 was okay, and then they put 380 in, and they put all this new stuff. Man, 6 months. I hope they put something else in. Like I know like more games.
Yeah. And this looks so much better, man, on my monitor, you know. I'm just trying to showcase a little bit here. But the performance on this thing is just mind-boggling. Is that a boat? Oh,
Yeah, that's the boat.
hold on.
You gotta jump it.
Oh, you got 3070? That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. What kind of CPU do you have, Deacon?
Damn. That's expensive. Those 370.
Oh, you all set, man. If you got a 3070, you're good.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh wow, I can see the ray tracing and everything. Oh wow.
Hold on. Hold on. I got to jump from here. I got to make a jump. I didn't know that London has these rivers around like this.
I think Jack the Ripper lives there.
Oh, there you go. Woohoo! There
Oh
we go.
wow.
Look at that ray tracing on the buildings and all that.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my games I would recommend to test out 3080 GeForce Now.
I want to test out Watch Dogs, the first one from Chicago.
Ah, forget about that. This one right here will knock the socks off out of anything. Trust me, man. This is all you need.
That's it?
Oh yeah, this Legion. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I need a TV. I need to get my Google TV to work.
Trust me, man. This thing is just bananas.
Oh.
Here comes the daylight. It gets much better during the day. You'll see the reflection and everything during
Oh,
the
look
day.
at it. I can see the water.
Yeah.
Damn.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Woohoo! You know what impresses me, guys? Okay, I want to say something. You know what impresses me the most?
Wow.
The latency. It feels like there's no latency, bro. Maybe 2.3 milliseconds, man. I swear to God. It's performance and latency. Yes, the graphics are beautiful. Yes, the graphics are amazing. The graphics are just the icing on the cake. But my God, the performance and latency, zero latency. I'm blown away.
Sonny's been talking about this a lot.
And they're not lying. Sonny's not lying. The other guy's not lying. None of these guys are lying. They're telling you the truth. And I can testify that they're telling the truth. It's worth every penny, dude. And I wouldn't be saying this if it wasn't. And I spent 13 hours yesterday. I mean, Jesus Christ, who has spent more than me? 13 hours just to kind of showcase how freaking awesome this is. And here I am, even on a StreamYard, I'm streaming and then podcasting, doing two things at the same time. And here I am.
I don't understand. You could use a controller.
I'm using a second monitor. That's how basically it works when it comes to sharing a screen on a StreamYard. Use a second monitor. So I'm playing this on a second monitor. So that way it's not clogging up my stream on a first monitor.
Yeah, when I get to you're doing gameplays like you, I have to get two monitors.
But I don't recommend that you use a StreamYard for showing, you can show a little demo.
Nah, I don't want to.
If you want to do like long live streams like I do, you got to go with an OBS or Streamlabs. That's why we have OBS and that's why we have Streamlabs. This is really for a podcasting. That's what this is. I mean, look at this.
OBS, right?
Oh yeah, OBS and Streamlabs. I go back and forth, but OBS for sure.
I like what the OBS Ninja is it's like this, like you're showing.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing that now on there.
Nice.
And guesses too.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to do Discord.
Discord, it's a bit of a pain in the butt because it has it's not smooth. It constantly is having a problems, detecting your video game and then what you are saying on the microphone. So
yeah, I don't like what PlayStation did. They bought them.
Look, if they can integrate it properly so it can work properly with the games, then I have no problem with that. Look at the ray tracing here. Look at this.
I see the reflection on the ooh.
Yeah.
That was your face on the window.
Yeah.
Ooh. The shadows, everything's.
And I'm using my controller. If I use the mouse, look at this. Look how fast that is, man. I'm using a controller because my thumb is too slow. But if I use a mouse, look at this, mouse and keyboard, I can go super fast, dude.
I love it.
I can go super fast. Look at this. Look at this, man. You got a supercomputer, man, in the palms of your hands. Who gives a shit about the PlayStation 5 Series X at this point, man? Right?
Yeah.
Not like you got shitload of exclusive PS5 games to play, right? What do you got? Not even a Gran Turismo yet. And who knows if they're going to delay Gran Turismo. It's possible they might delay it from March to May or June. Who knows?
They shouldn't delay it to November because I'm not going to have no more games at what? Like last year?
I don't know how to feel about Gran Turismo. Is that shit's going to be good or what? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I'm not saying anything substantially. If they had something substantially great, they would showcase it. But it just looks like an updated version of Gran Turismo Sport, to be honest. No
gameplay.
Yeah, it's to be honest here, no bullshit.
That's Saints Row looks good. I think that's gonna be good on this.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's. I think that's gonna be banned in China.
What's that?
Saints Row, that new one.
Why?
Because all the stuff they put in it.
Hold on. Now look at the reflection on this thing, man. Look at this.
Ooh.
Look at the reflection on that thing, on that bus.
It hit your bike.
Oh my God. No. Oh, you got a Ryzen 7. You're good, Deacon, man. Brother, you don't need a GeForce now, man. You're good, to be honest with you. You are good to go, brother. I'm gonna get this trolley.
I
I'm
don't know
here.
how you keep running like that. I'll be dead.
I'm Tom Cruise. Everybody runs. Everybody runs. There we go. Oh shit.
That's a
Oh,
lawsuit.
I think I'm past the lawsuits right now. I'm going all the way, bro. I'm going all the way. Lawsuits, I'm past that shit.
Oh, this looks great.
And look at the destruction, how good it is, man. Look at this.
Oh.
Look at this shit, man.
Oh my God, you took out a link. Oh, okay. That person didn't need it.
Dude, I don't give a shit, man. You're in my world now. Enjoy it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There it goes. GeForce Now didn't like that. Let's stop sharing. Because sharing, it's caring. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a little demo. Just to see, you know, how it runs and all that. Let me close it. Sharing.
I have a
Stop.
Ryzen 3. Mine's bad.
Hold on. Share. Oh, I already stopped sharing. I did. It's all good. So here we are, back to the podcast. Podcast. Yeah, man. Everybody's using StreamYard. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Everyone and their mothers are using podcast. You know.
Actually, old people are using it too.
Hey, Anthony, man, jump in, bro. Anthony, go to my
Criminal forms.
community forums and jump in on that link, man, so you can talk to me. We got to talk about James Bond, man. I saw it again because I bought it and I've been watching it. I know I'm guilty, dude. I had a gift card, so I used it because I want to look at the deleted scenes. I want to listen to the commentary. I'm trying to understand why they killed him. Okay, I'm on a mission, on a conspiracy theory. I'm on a fucking conspiracy theory.
Same here.
I got all 5 movies. And I'm on a mission.
That's what he has?
Yeah, and I'm on a mission to break the conspiracy to find out why he was killed. Why my beloved character over 60 years, it's killed. I grew up watching Bond movies. My father grew up watching Bond movies. Even my grandpa loved the Bond movies. So this is very personal for me. It's like it's like somebody in your family dying, you know. So I'm on a mission to find out what the fuck happened.
Oh, my camera just died.
That's okay. So I need to find out what the hell went wrong. Why did they kill him? We need to know why. I want to know if the M did it. If the M was really rooting for him to die. I have a theory about the M. You know, the M, the new M, you know, the guy played by Ralph Fiennes, he's kind of sketchy. Even in the movie, No Time to Die, you can see how sketchy he is.
He's starting Skyfall, I think.
Skyfall. Yeah. And the way he wanted, what's her name? Judi Dench character to go away, the previous M. She was the most sweetest, desirable, like a mother, M. And I thought that's how he looked at her as a mother. This guy was just like a deadbeat father or some shit, you know. I don't like this new M, and I think he might have something. Well, actually, he did create the nanobots. You know, that was his creation, and because of his creation, the Safin got a hold of it and start growing that shit on that fucking island. And then the Bond got it. He got infected. He injected that shit into him. I just spoiled the entire movie. Well, there you have it. You know, I don't give a shit. It's too fucking late. I think everybody knows by now. Even, you know, if you look, if you haven't heard by now what happens in that movie, that's bunch of horseshit. Everybody knows. Even in a trailer, they're telling you. When you watch the trailer, it's like in the beginning, you know, what is that telling you? In the beginning, now we're gonna kill him. So we'll tell you how he started in the beginning, and now we're gonna tell you we're gonna kill him. People say, but why are you so upset? 007 is just a code. No one has explained that to me. No one said to me 007, anybody can be a 007. No. This was supposed to be the same character through and through. I know it's a reboot. I get that. Casino Royale was a reboot. I understand that based on the Ian Fleming's book. But Ian Fleming, did he ever wrote the part where he gets killed? I don't think so. The only part that Ian Fleming wrote was where his wife gets killed. It was West Berlin. But nowhere did I see him getting whacked or him getting killed, you know. So
Director did it.
You don't need to download anything. You just click on the link. Anthony, go to community forums. Hold on. Here, I'll make it easy for him. This is all you need to do. This is all you need to do. Go here, click on it. Click on that community thing, and it's right there. Hold on. Actually, I'll put it here. There it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, click on it, and you're good to go, bro. Click on that link. That's the beauty about this. You don't have to do anything. You just come in. All you need is a microphone or a camera. You don't have to use a camera if you don't want to. Just need a microphone, any kind of microphone. Anybody can jump in, dude. You don't have to pay nothing. You don't have to register. All you got to do is click. And this is why I laughed my ass off about these. Here we are, almost 1 hour and 28 minutes. Where are all these haters? Where's that other guy yesterday with a David Hasselhoff fucking bullshit photo? Where's the other guy from Toronto? Where's the other dude? Nobody's fucking coming in to talk to me. Nobody wants to come in and say something. Oh, come in. Let's see what you got to say.
I took a lot of those freaking trolls.
No. Let them come in. I want to hear your voice. I want to see what you got to say. I want to see what you're made of. If you got a beef with me, if you got some problem with me, let's go. Come in, click on the fucking link. Let's see what you got to say. Say it. See if you can do it. See how long you last before you get panic attack and fucking anxiety. Why? Because you're a sissy. We all know. There are a bunch of sissies out there hiding in their little fucking mama's basement, but they all want to act fucking tough, behind the fucking keyboards. Yeah, keyboard fucking warriors, my ass. And I'll give you due respect, but let me see what you got to say. Let me hear what you got to say. I'll treat you the same respect you give me. I'll reply to you the way you reply to me. It's a two-way street. It's not a one-way fucking street. But it's better to use, David Hasselhoff, or Pamela Anderson, or Carmen Electra profile, and then come in here and then pretend to be someone else. It's easy to do that. I know. It's easy to hide your little pee-pee like that with all that yellow fat, sweaty yellow fat, surrounding it. It's easy to do that. It's easy to act fucking tough. I don't have time for these, fakers, Thank you, Bad Brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, Bad Brother. Bad Brother, if you want to join in, you can join in too, man. Just click on that link. Any of you guys.
I'm going to stay here for a little bit for you.
Oh, there he is. There he is, my friend.
Yeah, guys.
There he is, Anthony Kenneth Bishop. Hey.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why the mic's a bit low or something on the speakers. I've got the sound up.
Oh, it's perfect. The sound is perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, by the way, let me move this banner here. Hold on a second. Here we go. Oh. That's better. That's better. Now people can see me clearly now. Looking good, man. How are you, brother? How you been?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, how's the PX701, that 4K player so far?
Oh, so
It's badass, huh?
the PX projector, fantastic, love it.
Yeah, it's
It's
great,
one of
man.
the best purchases I've ever done.
I saw the No Time to Die the other night on that thing, and it just looks better and better, man. Every time I see it, but I'm using a projector to look for the Easter eggs. I've
Yeah.
been rewinding and pausing. I mean, on my 4K Blu-ray player, not digital. I bought the physical media disc, and
Yeah.
because I want to listen to the commentary, and through commentary, I could get some, hints about
Yeah.
certain things. Why he said that? Why Daniel said this? Why did Mrs. Broccoli say that? So I can kind of like connect the dots and try to understand why is this character doing this and that. So I'm kind of going through it. I got some ideas. I'm not done yet, but I'm still kind of having some theories about it. Have you gotten to any theories so far about the M?
I've only watched it the second time. I'll probably do a third one and then sort
Yeah,
of do some
yeah.
opinions on that.
To me, I know from the Skyfall, when I connect to Skyfall, which I'm going to watch again tonight, I always felt that there was a certain bitterness, certain jealousy that Ralph Fiennes' character, the new M, had towards Judi Dench, because she always seems to get a lot of passes because a lot of people respect her. I'm sure even the royals, the queen, they respected her for everything she has done. And of course, Daniel Craig, she is, to him, that's like a mother, so I think there was a little bit of a jealousy there. I did sense it, when he was talking to her, the way he was trying to kind of brush her off.
Yeah.
Like, here's, just leave. Here's the, severance pay. Enjoy your vacation, whatever. And then in the next movie after Skyfall, The Spectre, I sense so much bitterness coming from him. Like, you just see it. Like, there's a lot of bitterness here between these two characters. Like, they really hate each other. Like, they don't show it. I mean, maybe the M shows it, but professional 007 Bond, he's a cool guy. He doesn't show it, but he knows like what this guy it's all about. And what's even more ironic, and spoilers warning, in the No Time to Die, who is the one that authorized the nanobots?
M.
Right? What are the irony of that? The same guy who had bitterness towards him, maybe he had some guilt at the end, maybe he had guilt, I don't know. But the same guy who created these nanobots, because he was getting tired of chasing down these warlords and these maniacs or whatever, fine. He's like, okay, let me create this weapon, right? And guess to whom did the weapon go to? In the wrong hands. A lunatic, bipolar, schizophrenic Safin from Romania, right? Creating the little bullshit island, growing that shit. Now everybody wants to get to the island to get that weapon, the same weapon that got exposed, which he didn't keep secret, and the bomb got infected by yours truly, M, played by Ralph Fiennes. Now, nothing against Ralph Fiennes, is a great actor, but I'm talking about his character, And he definitely reminds me.
He was doing it basically to try and get rid of the bad guys out the way.
Yeah, but what are the irony? The bad guys he was getting get rid of, they got to it. They got to it, and they had a plan to get rid of everybody. We still don't know why Safin wanted to get the entire world kind of wiped out. Why he wanted it. We don't know what his reason is, other than maybe he just went bananas, schizophrenic, bipolar, whatever, right? He just went mental. He can't handle it anymore. There was too much shit that happened to him in the past. You try to feel sorry for him, but then you realize, dude, you had your chance to change your life, but you choose to, revenge, and just fuck the world, and that's it, So you're like, okay, I can't really feel sorry for him because this guy has an attitude of like, fuck the world, We all had a shitty life. Doesn't mean I'm supposed to wipe out the entire planet. You know what I mean? So we know he's something mentally wrong with him. And even the way he talks, right? Like you can see something's not right. I'm not right about that guy. By the way, I like the way he shot him. The way Daniel, spoilers warning, the way he fucking shot him.
But what I was thinking, because what's his name? Is it Walter White or somebody's name, Mr. White? I think he was in Spectre, wasn't he?
Yeah, Mr. White. Remember, Mr. White came in Mr. White came in after he got kidnapped by what's his name? Lashif. Lashif kidnapped him. Remember, he started breaking his balls in that scene in Casino Royale, right in Montenegro when they went there. And guess who called Mr. White? Vesper.
Oh.
Vesper Lynch. She called in the help. And guess who came in? Mr. White came in and he, said, fuck the money. And he executed the Lashif. So, in a way, I know that Spectre definitely wanted Bond to live. I don't think Spectre gave a shit about the money because he's printing money. You know, he's part of almost like Illuminati club. These guys have money. They print fucking money. They don't care. So they were just using Lashif to get to Bond, And Lashif was just like an expendable asset and they whacked him. That's why they sent Mr. White, So Mr. White is just there, for my understanding. He's just a key player to get the Bond on this journey, with Vesper, and then trying to find out who's behind, the whole thing with the Vesper, who is the guy that she was dating, that was part of her life, who's this boyfriend. So Mr. White was just there to, keep the whole situation and the story going forward to get to Spectre. Everything was leading towards Spectre. Skyfall was just a separate piece, a goodbye to M. Judi Dench, right? But the story continues with a Spectre there. And then we find out who Spectre really is the doctor. He's really Dr. Evil, man. He's the...
that Mr. White, though, his parents apparently... I think they knew the guy with the scar on his face.
Yeah.
Because apparently they grew up or something, or they worked on the same sort of company, Spectre and all that.
But what's his name? Blumenfield?
Blofeld.
Blofeld. He really sets him up. Look, I got to give him a credit because Blofeld definitely set him up with, getting the Vesper involved, and then Vesper, dying in that, the elevator underwater, right? But she chose to die. She locked the key. She chose to do that. She pretty much commit suicide. And it was too late by the time he got her to the surface. They gave her the CPR and all that. So the Spectre, the guy, Blofeld, he knew exactly what he was doing. He has he knows that Mr. White has a daughter. And he knew that he'll probably somehow get involved with his daughter because she's pretty.
With his Safin bloke as well.
Yeah.
His parents got basically killed by James Bond's girlfriend's parents, or sent off, got them killed. So that's kind of sort of strange. There must be some links there, unless James Bond's girlfriend is because why is it he kept James Bond's girlfriend alive at that point? He could have killed her easy at the start when she was a little girl. It
was a setup. They're leaving the breadcrumbs, leaving the tracks for him to follow. It's just the Bond didn't see the bigger picture. Right now we don't see the bigger picture, what's going on behind the closed doors, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. We're just following the crumbs, whatever they give us, whatever they tell us tomorrow, the next year, or whatever. So he was just following these crumbs. He had no idea where this is going to go, because he was in love. You can tell he was in love with Vesper, right? And now he found another love, which was obviously spontaneously happened with Matilda, or was it Matilda?
No, Matilda was his daughter.
Daughter, the other one, God, what was her name? Madeline. Madeline.
Yeah,
Madeline
Swan.
Madeline Swan, Madeline Swan, and of course, you can see it in the Spectre that there's a chemistry there, right? So it was being set up the whole time. But you know what's interesting? There is a scene in Casino Royale where Judi Dench character tried to tell something to the Bond before he got his license. He had to prove himself before he got his license. She said something to him after that lady got executed. in that Caribbean island somewhere out there. I don't know where. They put her on the beach. They wrapped her around in some kind of net, and she came to him and she said to him, "You know, Bond, any thug can pull the trigger and can kill. Can you stay off of your emotions? Are you able to disconnect and not involved with your emotions? Are you able to do that?" He goes like, "Yeah, I can." Of
back
course.
in a second.
Yeah, go ahead. So that scene right there with the Judi Dench and Bond shows me that she was trying to tell something to Bond, but he didn't listen. Like he never kind of like tried to understand what she was trying to tell him. Like, if you want to be in this business, you cannot get attached to anything. I'll wait for Anthony to come back and I'll continue.
I'm
Yeah,
back. It's just my
welcome
brother
back.
complaining.
No, it's okay. So anyway, in that scene, Tony, in that scene in the Caribbeans, in the first movie, Casino Royale, she said something to him when they injected the tracking device. Remember, in the Caribbean, and she said something to him. Judi Dench character M. She said something to him like, "Any thug can pull the trigger and kill." Are you able to control your emotions? Are you able to focus? Are you able to use this? And he says, "Yeah, I can. And I think she was trying to tell him something, to give him a valuable lesson. Like, the way I survived on this MI6 is because I was able to detach myself from all these emotions and all these other things and think. And I think that was his mistake, to be honest, that he's flawed. Yes, he's a killer. He can take care of business. He can take out whoever he needs to take out. But he also has a heart. And, his weakness is women, and you see that even in this one. What dragged him into this whole thing was Vesper, because he got attached to her and she played him, right? She made him believe that she really loves him, but she was just using him, right? She really didn't love him, but she was a good setup for him, right? Money penny, right? And she did a great job, with that. And then this other one comes along, Madeline Swan, right? Which is the Mr. White's daughter. And he knew. Here's the thing. You already know. You the Bond. You already know whose daughter this is. So think about it. Like, is this what I want to do? And in the Skyfall, I think he had a second chance when M says pull the trigger. I think in Skyfall, he had a second chance to just live out that life and just pretend you're dead, right?
Yeah.
But
they brought him back in.
But they brought him back in because he couldn't, obviously, when he found out what was going on and how much he loves M. She's like a mother to him. And I think Spectre knew that he wasn't dead. Spectre knew all along, oh, she's not dead. Let's give out some information to some of the old Flames. And the old Flames was one of their own agents, right? Let's give them some information about what's going on with Bond, what's going on with the M. So I'm connecting the dots. And it's intriguing. And I think when people look at those 5 movies, when they connect all the dots, I think they will feel a little bit better at the end of the No Time to Die. I think, because it's really his doing. This is all his doing. I think that's the whole message here. It's not like somebody pulled the trigger and killed him, right? He kind of did his on his own. It was his doing, his decisions. He made those decisions. He got himself into all of these troubles and problems, So it's, again, I'm watching it. I'm listening to the commentary. I'm looking at deleted scenes. I'm trying to listen to what the producers and actors are saying. So I'm kind of like connecting everything,
You know
So
who owns them?
What do you mean? You mean the movies?
Yeah, you know who owns James Bond now?
It's the MGM. MGM Universal, I think. Universal.
Amazon.
Oh, Amazon. Oh, I didn't know that.
They just bought them out for billions of oh my God.
Well, Jeff Bezos,
And there's like a message in this, like James Bond series as well, and all that. That basically, when we go into a relationship, eyes open and all that, we don't know if we're being screwed over by the woman who we think we love and all that, or adore and all that, but vice versa, men as well, all in that, men and women can do the same to blokes and stuff in a way.
Yeah, that's true.
But
agree.
see, this goes back to Casino
Mm.
Royale, where Judy Dench told him before he got his license and she injected that tracking device. She said to him, "Are you able to detach? You know, any thug can pull a trigger. Are you able to detach?" Even in a quantum of solace, she reminded him, "Look
Yeah.
what happened. Another one died because of you,
Mm.
and you got involved. Another money penny. Like,
Mm.
you know, what's going? Like, she tried to warn him many times, but he
Yeah.
never listened. You know, he always got his own thing. You know, he always did his own thing, and that's why even Daniel Craig says this character is flawed. Yes, he's a killer. Yes, he can wipe out whoever needs to wipe out, do whatever he needs to do to take care of business. We know he's capable killer, right?
Mm.
But he has flaws. And I think that's the message here, that he has flaws. And I think the M character, played by Ralph Fiennes, he exploited a little bit of those flaws. He knew that he's flawed, that this
Yeah.
guy, you know, can be easily tamed. And what better way to do it than not to tell him about Madeline Swan working for him? Dude, he set him up too. Why is Madeline Swan working for him for how many years? He didn't know about it. That's the one problem I had. How did he not know that she was working? Like you, Bond, unless everyone was told to keep it secret and they were afraid to tell him. But knowing the Bond, that's the only problem I have with No Time to Die. Because you know how he is, right? He always instigates. He's like, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Why, 2 + 2, it's 4. It's not 22. Why they're telling me it's 22, right? Hypothetically speaking. So he's a thinker. He thinks. So wait a minute. And the fact that he didn't know that she was working for the MI6, the fact that he didn't know he had a daughter all these years, 5 years, that's the part that really I have a trouble with. It's kind of like troubling for me a little bit,
But who is James Bond in a thing? Because I mean, they've already said about him and all that. Basically, he's got an addiction to pills and all that. Like he's a druggie, he's an alcoholic.
You see it in a Skyfall,
but he loves women.
Yeah, in a Skyfall, you see it. He drinks himself all the time, dude. He's a big drinker. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I totally forgot about that. Remember when he went to what was it, Mexico or somewhere, and they're playing some kind of a game with the Scorpions, and and he's drinking himself, and then he found another, I don't know, some lady from the club, from the bar, and they're out there, screwing around, and he's drinking. And like while he's watching the TV, he's drinking, still drinking, dude. So we know he's alcoholic. He's on pills, So he's a flawed character. It's just, how did I not see it before? I didn't pay attention to that stuff. You know what I mean? But now that I'm kind of examining all 5 movies, I'm starting to understand. Oh, wow, he's really flawed, man. He's got a lot of issues.
But we can also relate to him in the way, because all of us, we're not sort of perfect. We've all got flaws and all that as well. And there's obviously I don't drink alcohol myself. I don't smoke. I don't take drugs. But then I do like Coca-Cola. And obviously that's an addiction in itself if you drink a lot of it. But we're not perfect. None of us are perfect. And this is where they kind of sort of put that on the table, that everybody's got flaws. There's not one of us on this planet that are perfect or like an angel.
Oh, of course. And it's all a matter of being honest, and I talked about that a lot on my streams and podcasts. It's about the honesty. Me, I just don't talk about it too much, because I don't want to inject it. I like to keep it private. But I'm kind of giving you innuendo hint that I've been going through some stuff too myself. But it's just I like to keep it private, But it's true. We're all flawed, man. We all got problems. We all got issues. And he's no different.
Yeah.
And that's why she asked him in the beginning, even after she recruited him, she told him, like, any thug can pull a trigger, any thug can kill. Anybody can do this. You be able to disconnect yourself? Are you able to use this to disconnect yourself from getting involved? And it's hard, for a lot of humans, not getting involved. You see a pretty woman or something, or she grabs your heart, and and then you forget about, oh shit, but this she can't know who I am. I cannot drag her into this, right? This is a treacherous life. It is a treacherous life, right? Being that secret agent, license to kill, everybody wants to, always looking over your shoulder.
I gotta get going. I gotta help clean the house.
That's okay, Brendan. You can go ahead, man. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Anytime, let me know if you're gonna do this again.
Have a good Christmas as well, Brandon.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely, man. We'll do it again for sure. For sure.
But I was thinking as well, when you think about it's like movies, you watch movies because you want to disconnect from reality. You want to sort of go into watching films and having that essence that you don't want to be in the real world, because why would you watch films otherwise and all that? You watch movies because you just want to disconnect yourself from the world and just want to sort of dive in. And like when I watched the James Bond film, the new one, the 25 one, I kind of felt it connected me still, and it didn't give me that disconnection of like escaping from the real world. It was more like it kind of brought up things like memories and stuff and all that, and it's more emotional, and you kind of connect yourself with that character of James Bond and how he feels. And then when I watched it the first time round, I came out the cinema almost in tears and stuff, like especially the ending of it.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched it the other day. I was almost in tears again because it kind of brought up those memories of my mum being alive at the time. And when I heard that song by Louis Armstrong and all that,
Wonderful Life,
that literally set it off.
Yeah, it was. And also, not to give the wrong impression to everybody out there, we're talking about the story, but in the 3 hours of this movie, it's a very long movie. There's a lot of cool action, a lot of cool gadgets. The EMP watch and the way he's dressed. That scene in Cuba with that other chick that was with him in a Knives Out. What's her name? That Cuban beautiful model. So there's in Jamaica too. The shots in Jamaica. There's a lot of cool scenes. Even in the beginning, after the whole thing with Safin, we get to the scientists in the building. I don't want to spoil it too much. Then we get to the Italy, and the Italy scene is just mind-boggling. The action is just what we're trying to say is the action in this movie is top-notch. Okay, no CGI is the real deal. Yes, they're using a stuntman, but it's the real deal. The actions are like top-notch, especially the forest scene is just mind-boggling, man. I still don't know how they filmed that, man. I know it's a composite shots and this and that, but still, it was dangerous to film that thing. So many things could have gone wrong in that forest scene. It was really done well. So this movie was shot really well, man. The action scenes, even at the very end when he infiltrates that island, was freaking cool. So guys, there's a lot of action in this movie. It's not just we're talking about the story aspect, but there's a lot of action in this movie. So you guys will enjoy the action, and the action is spectacular. For sure. And I'm sure Anthony can tell you the same thing. There's a lot of action in this movie, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of action. But I'd say 3 hours is still a long time, to be honest.
Yes, it is.
They could have shortened it down to probably about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes at least.
Absolutely, man. At least like an hour or 2 hours and 20 minutes, maybe 2 hours and 20 minutes would have been better. But I understand why they did it close to 3 hours, because it was a goodbye, a 10-year send off to Daniel. So I was like, okay, this is the last movie he's making, so let's go all the way. I think it makes sense. I mean, when I looked at it now, I was like, okay, maybe it's too long. But it felt right to me. Now, was there some scenes they could have taken out? They could have, but I guess it's important for you to know how people feel about him, how they look up to him, and to understand these characters, right? Because it's a little bit of introductions of the characters with some new characters in. So we have to introduce them and this, and that, because they're going to be carrying that torch to the next Bond legacy movies, right? So they're going to carry over. We also find out that the Q, it's he's gay, right? We find out about that. So
I mean that they kind of explained that in Skyfall. Actually,
yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong, with that. But again, some people took it the wrong way. They were like, it's a little bit of a wokeness here. I mean, I don't think there's. Okay, the wokeness, when we talk about woke, and I think people misunderstand what woke means. It's about the justice. It's these are the justice warriors. They're the victims, and they need to bring justice. So the woke means I want to bring the justice to the front and center. There's maybe a little bit of feminism in one scene, just a little bit, slightly a little bit with that one character. How do you feel? I'm a 007 now. Like they're a little bit, and there's a little bit of a racial thing, which was unnecessary in that when they're in the airplane, on the C-117. That Russian scientist said something about her. Oh no, it wasn't in the airplane, or was it in some other place?
No, it was at the end when she shot him into that.
Oh
water.
Yeah. And he said something about racial thing, and like there's a couple of things that I felt like unnecessary to bring the racial card, and it was also unnecessary to bring the whole feminism. But there wasn't any wokeness to the huge extent like some other movies. Some other movies.
Minuscule. Very
just a little bit. But I think Daniel handled it well when he slammed that door in front of her. When he asked her, when she asked him about how you feel about not being a 007. And then once he got reinstated by the DM, then he slams the door right in front of her. That's how I feel about it.
I like that.
But that was fun.
When he said to that Ralph Fiennes, does that table look a bit small to you? Or is that the same table? And then he leaves. Yeah, definitely the same table.
Yeah. That was funny. That was funny too. I like that scene. That scene was great. I love that one. But there were some cool scenes in the movie. But it's not 100%. It's like maybe, I don't know, like a 5%, maybe a little bit of wokeness, just a 5%, like maybe not even like 1.5%. And it's really small, honestly. I would say it's more of like a little bit of feminism, because women are saving him, like that chick in Cuba saving him, the other chick in Jamaica saving him. A little bit of that, I guess the gay guy saving him.
Especially
they made him softy.
That.
And then at the end, he's a softy. Hey, Dudu, she has your eyes, Dudu. You're a softy. Die on the miserable island. We don't give a shit. Let the rockets come down. While the Ralph Fiennes character is sitting there drinking and watching. So I can see why people are upset about that. But now that I watched the movie more than once, like I think I saw like 7 times, it doesn't, I'm connecting the dots with the previous movies. I am understanding that this is a reboot journey of the specific Ian Fleming Bond. That's a flawed Bond. And that's how he wrote him in GoldenEye in Jamaica. That's why they went to GoldenEye Jamaica. It's like a paying an homage to Ian Fleming. That's where he wrote that book, the whole James Bond character from Dr. No to what he has become, and this is true for the next generation. I think for people to truly understand why this character was so different from previous standalone Bond movies, because the previous standalone Bond movies were just a version of the Hollywood Bond movies, and they worked. We enjoyed them. It was fun, but this was really a true version of Ian Fleming, like this whole reboot. And I think that's what Barbara Broccoli was trying to tell us. This is what She's a producer, obviously, on all these movies, and that's what she was trying to bring about. That, hey, he's a flawed character. That's how Ian wrote him. He's a very complex character. He's not a Terminator programmed, robot walking around and he is flawed character. He's a very complex to understand, and you see that throughout the movie, how complex he is, how he is. Even the guy he killed in Casino Royale, he didn't have to, but he did it anyway. Make it a package deal, and he did it right in front of the photo of his family. And no one kind of like shed an eye on that, any tears on that, like shed a tear on that. Because we thought, okay, he's a bad guy. Fuck him. We care about the Bond, right? But if you look at it from a human perspective, from a Ian Fleming perspective, like, hey, this guy, it's a killer, but he also has a heart. Is he a narcissist? Is he a not? Who is he? You can't call him a narcissist. You can't call him a womanizer. You can't call him. I mean, there's so many different layers about this character. They're so complex. Even Safin told him that the bad guy, you killed too. So do I. So what's the difference? Like he's trying to tell him, you kill, we kill, I kill. So what's the difference?
But he kills because he wants to make the world tidier.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is really, those 5 movies are truly dedicated to Ian Fleming. I think the next Bond movies will be different. They will be more for this generation. A little bit of more of wokeness will be in there. A shitload of wokeness for sure. So I think those next movies will be Bond movies for this next generation, which probably I'm not going to watch, to be honest with you. But I think I'm understanding that, like, my whole point with doing this whole dissection and going through all these 5 movies, I think I'm starting to understand that this reboot from 2006 was really for Ian Fleming, a true Ian Fleming by the book Bond.
Gritty and all that.
Gritty. It nothing to do with the Pierce Brosnan character and the Roger Moore. That's all fun Hollywood entertainment. Make popcorn. It's a popcorn, fun, and there's nothing wrong with it. We enjoy that. I mean, I love it, dude. I could watch that forever. But if you want to pay an homage to Ian Fleming, then it had to be like this. Really, when you think about it, if people need to read Ian Fleming's books, and they will understand why it had to be like this. I think that's my whole thing. I'm trying to tell people is, before everybody jumps on this whole bandwagon, how much I hate this movie, how much I hate this. Hold on a second. Put the evidence together, do some research, and try to understand before you have a knee-jerk reaction. And I know I had a knee-jerk reaction. I had a terrible knee-jerk reaction. But that's because I didn't spend time to understand, hey, this reboot was all about Ian Fleming. This character was all about Ian Fleming. It's just Daniel Craig never told us that early on in the movies, because it was, I guess, kind of kept secret till the final, version of the movie. But it's all really connected to be a mini 5 part, if you will, series of the movies in 10 years or 16 years that they spent making based on the Ian Fleming books. And if people read those books, I think they will understand and they will feel better about the way movie ended, the way movie
and
is.
they did a good job, to be honest, in it, because I kind of felt...
It made a lot of money. It made a lot of money too, by the way.
And like when I watched the movie, I mean, I don't not like it. I think there is a lot of good moments in that movie, but I kind of felt they sort of, in a way, sometimes I feel like they did him not too much justice at the end. They could have gone, like, maybe could have gone off with his kid and his wife or girlfriend, or got married to her in the end, and then maybe then killed her off and did like Her Majesty's Secret Service, where they're in the car and she ends up getting killed and all that. Yeah. And then you find out that Blofeld's not really dead. It was a setup all along so you can get her killed off. Yeah. They could have done that.
I mean, absolutely. I still disagree. They could have gone without killing him and let him pass the torch. He could have, run off to the sunset and hide. Look at these mafia guys. They live, and they're out there in a WITSAC, witness protection program, and they're living a life, but they changed their names and you don't know where they are, but they're out there. They could have done, and the MI6 could have easily done that for him. No one's going to be infiltrating that place, right? I mean, were they going to hide him in secrecy and all that, right? They could have done that for him easily. And who has the more power than MI6 to do that? So like you said, they could have gone that route. So I still agree with you. They didn't have to kill him, this didn't have to happen, but decision has been made, but it is bitter. Every time I get to the end of that movie, I get choked up. I don't feel good. I get anxiety and it pisses me off, man. Look, everything's cool from the beginning, the middle, the forest scene, all of that's great. Him spending time with the family, the doo-doo, it's all fun. It's great. But once we get to that island, and then him, climbing up to the top, looking at the missiles and talking to, Madeline Swan.
Like someone out of the rock.
Yeah, and and he got even shot a couple of more times, and he's limping, and it's just so fucking sad. And you feel sorry for him because, you're like, this guy really, man, just never had a fucking life. It's always been treacherous. Finally he found something, a small measure of peace, right? And now he fucking dies. It kills me, man. That's the one part of this movie that's always gonna fuck me up at the end. I think I'm gonna watch the movie always, and I'm gonna stop it when they get to the island. I'm just gonna stop the movie. I'm gonna end it, bro, because I can't handle that ending scene. Doesn't it kill? It kills me, bro.
Is cut that bit at the end and stick the end of the rock in at the end where the missiles go up.
Yeah, I can do that with a DVD. You can do that. Cut it out. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make my own director's cut. I'm gonna cut the entire the island scene. That's it. The whole island, Safin, right? Island scene. I'll remove the whole thing, and I'll just leave the ending. Where they're like, celebrating him, and they're gonna leave the martini there in the table, and that's it. And off go to the the ending of the movie. Yeah, because that is a hard scene to watch, man. And then it's not just, everyone tells me to say, it's not, you see, I'm glad it's not just me. A lot of people say that, dude. It's just it's done so emotionally, and then you're like, and it drags, you're like, fuck, because I hate nothing more than when something makes me feel depressed and you feel like shit, like I mean, I know it's a fictional character. I know Daniel Craig is alive and well. I mean, I'm not talking about a Daniel Craig. I know he's alive and well. God bless him.
But it's the character.
It's the character.
Sort of grown up with. Yeah. When they kill him off and stuff, you kind of feel like you've gone and died with him, or part of you's gone and died because
you invested.
They killed off the character and there's no more.
Yeah, it feels like you invested with him, like you invested into his stock, and you guys been through and through together. It's almost like a family member, is dying. And Madeline Swan is not helping on the walkie-talkie and crying and talking about Matilda, just fuck, man. I cannot watch that, the ending. I always stop it. I stop it. Once he lands onto the infiltration of that island, that's it. I stop it. I just can't, bro. I just can't. It's just, this was true for all you haven't seen the movie. You're going to get choked up, man. I guarantee you, man. Because everyone I knew in the movie theater got choked, and they got angry. Not only got choked up, but out of choking up, emotions got angry too. Throwing sodas, popcorn, like, fuck this shit, man. They're like angry, like really bitter and angry.
I mean, when I came out, I felt like almost depressed and all that at the end of it.
I talked to you. I remember you came in. I said, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
When I said the emotions, I said, yeah. But we couldn't. We didn't want to spoil it back then. Because it was just early. The movie just got released in UK and then it was coming to US. We didn't want to spoil it, but all in all, I understand the whole 5-movie saga and what they were trying to achieve in respect to Ian Fleming, but at the same time, they should have thought about the fans. Even if Ian Fleming was alive, he would have said, hey, guys, don't kill him. This people value this. Because when Ian Fleming wrote those books, he had no idea that it's going to be so goddamn successful, right? He had no clue that it's going to be this much of a success, right? For 60 years. So he probably would have said, no. The hell with what I wrote. Let him live. Think about the fans, right? Let him give a torch to somebody else. It would be great. send off for, let's say, Henry Cavill to take that torch. Or maybe they meet down the road and then Henry Cavill meets him and his family and he helps him, right? And then when he helps him, maybe he gets killed when he's older, like he's 68, 70 or something, right? And he gets killed in the mission together with him. And they're working, he's not part of it, but he's helping him. That would be fucking great. Wouldn't that be great? And then his daughter is much an adult. She's 24. And then she starts also joining and helping Henry Cavill as well. And they're working together. Talk about, dude, that'd be fucking great. They could have gone that route, right? Easily. And it would have worked much, much better, man. I
mean, when that Barbara, was it Broccoli? She was asked the other day, would there be any spin-offs of the TV show and all, she said, no, we don't want to do any spin-offs or TV shows and all that. But in a way, it would be good because it would open more of the story of it and how he not actually saw her, and then you'll see her as a baby and all this kind of stuff. And then she grows up and becomes like she wants to become like her dad and all that, an agent.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, even with a critical drinker, he has a podcast. He talked about this. There's some problems, in the story, the way it was written here. And it's been in the making for 2 years. And I know the COVID-19 kind of changed everything and they had more time. And I know there was original director kind of left and he wanted certain things and they didn't like that he wanted certain things. And they brought this guy in just to fill in the shoes. Here's the thing. Yes, the movie definitely has some problems with the way the story is written. And they could have gone differently. They could have changed that story, in my opinion, differently. But I guess what's done is done. I'll wait for Anthony.
I'm back. No, it's just my person annoying me.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Like I said, what's done is done. Obviously, the movie's out there. It's been out there. Is it a perfect movie? Of course, it's not a perfect movie. There's problems. There's problems in it, but if you can overlook those little problems, I think you'll be all right. You'll be okay with the movie. Again, the movie's the way it's shot is beautiful, man. The action scenes are. I mean, the music score by Hans Zimmer. We need to talk about positive things about them. A lot of people are focused on the negative. And of course, there's some problems. We'll see that. It could have been done differently. If I was a director, obviously, I wouldn't have gone this route. I would have set it up for the next character and have him be alive, and it would work. They would meet halfway after 20 years, when he's older, and then he can die when he's older. It would be more, honorable to honor him that way. Of course, but again, I'm not the producer. They're not throwing money into me. Who am I
was
to
going to
say?
say? At least it's a lot better than the flipping Matrix 4.
Terrible! Oh God, did you see
that?
That?
I mean, even like Neo in the Matrix. Not spoiling anything though. He doesn't even hold a gun once in that movie.
It was terrible. You know what it reminded me? Almost like it reminded me of, dude. Like Sopranos.
I need that 10 for Friday.
Sopranos, man. It reminded me of Sopranos.
No.
Oh, you got to get going soon?
Oh, no. It's just my brother bloody annoying me and stuff and all of that. But you know what? I can't wait to get my own place. At least then I won't have to listen to any of these two get annoying me. It's like I'm Cinderella, basically, in the house and doing everybody's cooking and cleaning.
I know. It's tough, man. I used to have roommates a long time ago when I had to spare, split the money, with the roommates. It was just, your drinks are missing, your stuffs are missing, you open the fridge, nothing's there, your soap is missing, this is missing, it was a total night. It was a hell. It was a hell. Don't ever have roommates, man. It's a nightmare.
Yeah. I bought my brother one of these tablets, 10.8 1 inch ones, and he wants me to put some stuff on there for him. So I was saying about just putting the Matrix 4 on there, see how well he does with it.
We were talking about Matrix 4. Like I said, the Matrix 4 reminds me of almost like Neo is like Tony Soprano seeing a shrink. It was so bad, man. And I'm looking like, what is this? Like, he's the one. He should be like the god, like from now on. He should be like, why is he depressed? He knows the truth about everything. Why is he so fucking depressed? Like, what is this? You know, the whole movie just, it didn't feel like a Matrix. It felt like, I don't know, like some kind of a spin-off of some metaverse, like a comedy, like as if you were making a comedy Matrix movie. This would work if it was a comedy, you know, like a Scary Movie Part 5 or some shit, you know, right? And Keanu was in it. But this was bad, man. This was really bad.
I know there's a remake film coming out soon, but it's only on Apple, and I don't know. Do you have Apple TV at all?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so there's I don't know if you remember a series, a film that came out years going back with it was in like the 90s. What About Bob? I think it was
I think I do. Vaguely.
It was basically a guy going to a shrink trying to find out. Basically, he had like sort of anxieties and issues and stuff. And then his sort of shrink was helping him through a lot. And then he goes on holiday, says, I won't be back for a couple of weeks. I'm going on holiday with the family and stuff, the shrink says to him and all that. And then, like, a couple of weeks later, he finds out he's turned up on his holiday and all that, trying to make him go crazy. It's a hilarious comedy.
Yeah, the whole movie felt like, you know, him having a shrink, like a Tony Soprano. It was like a comedy, dude. Everything was cheesy, the action, and always a slow motion.
And there was too many cutscenes from the original movie, but playing in the background.
Yeah, man. Again, this is the worst year. I gotta say, 2021 will go down in history as one of the worst years of movies. The only good movie was the Halloween Kills. That's the only shit I enjoyed, man. Honestly.
Well, worst year for movies and video games because it's been terrible for both.
Yeah, it was terrible, man, for games and the movies. It's just both of these years, 2020 and 2021, will go down in history as one of the worst 2 years, right? Period. God awful 2 years, man. And I wish that it wasn't like this, but well, let's hope that the 2022 will be different. Like I said,
it'll probably be even worse.
I know, but you know, I try to stay positive. I tell people, you know, I hope that people at least like forget about the leaders and you know the governments and this and that. We all know they don't give a fuck. They only give a fuck about themselves and the power and their agenda. But I'm talking about the people. My message was for the people. Was that stay humble. You know, at the end of the day, we only have each other on this planet. Where else are we gonna live? Where are you gonna go? Mars? You can't fucking breathe there. Moon? You can't breathe there. So I felt that it was a good positive message to tell people just stay humble. Humble means, you know, two-way street respect. That's what humble means. You know, don't get off your high horse. You know, I'm no better than you. You're no better than me. You know, I shouldn't be riding my high horse. You know, like get off the ego. You know, don't be selfish. Try to have understandings. You know, remember that's another human being that I'm talking to on the other line. Okay, it's not some robot. You know, has feelings, and what I say to that person could fuck up his day, could make him feel bad, right? Could screw up his, you know, equilibrium, right? So be humble. All of that feeds off of each other. We feed off of each other, the way we treat each other. You know, like what I'm trying to say, and I couldn't say it with that message because I didn't want to use profanity. What I'm trying to say, don't be a cunt. That's pretty much the message is don't be a cunt. It's not that difficult, guys. You know, if majority of people would stop being a cunt, I think it would be a different world. You know, we wouldn't even give a fuck about, you know, what the government's doing, this and that. We would vote them out, vote somebody else in, right? But the problem is, you know, people like to be cunts and they say stupid shit that they shouldn't say, you know, and they know what they're saying. It's stupid. They know that they're hurting another person. They know what the words the fucking they're saying. They're intentionally, directly hurting another person. So don't be a cunt. You know, that's it. It's a respect, two-way street.
I mean, it's like we have banter a lot in the UK and all that, and we use banter and stuff. But sometimes I feel, because we have talked to Americans sometimes in like these VR headsets, and some Americans don't get the sense of humor as the UK does. And like a lot of the Americans now are using the cunt word and all of that. And I said to them last time, I said, you've stolen that from us. Now you owe us some money, for using that.
Not only that, now we're using the word cunt and we're using the word flat now.
Yeah.
Like flat, it's really from you guys, right? It came from flat. I'm living in my flat. This is my flat. Yeah, but we kind of. I guess we got tired of the bitch and whore, so we're just using the cunt. And cunt is the proper word to use.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're right. We're stealing a lot of stuff from you guys. And it's funny thing is, it used to be Goodfellas and Gotti and all these other movies that we watched in the past. But now we're watching the London Underground British gangsters. Isn't that funny? Like all the Americans now are watching the British gangster movies, So the things have kind of, the tables have turned,
I'll tell you what, though, what I recommend, I don't know if you've watched it, though, Rise of the Foot Soldiers.
Oh, I got to watch that. I'm going to watch that. I heard about that.
Yeah, there's about 4 films. You've got The Rise of Pat Tate, which is, I think, the third movie. I've done a movie review on that, and I'll tell you what, these movies are absolutely flipping awesome. Because you've got one guy who used to be in EastEnders. Now a lot of the Americans are watching EastEnders now because it's a BBC program. It's like a TV soap drama.
Yeah.
And a lot of Americans are watching that and say, "Oh, have you watched EastEnders?" I said, "Well, of course we've made EastEnders because it's in London where it's made."
Look at the Peaky Blinders, man. It's this huge in A&E here in America. A lot of people watching it, man. They're asking for another season of Peaky Blinders. It's huge success here. So
I don't watch it myself and all. I know it's a BBC program, but
yeah. Oh yeah, dude, it's definitely But of course, having Tom Hardy in it definitely helps because he fits the bill as who he is.
And so Cillian Murphy, I think his name is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like his drug dealer at the moment, or half brother, because I have to give him tobacco and stuff and all that.
He's like, "Hey, you can't get out of there now. Drop the microphone. Get out of your fucking flat."
Do you know what? I can't wait until I get my own place because at least then I can get some headspace.
The thing about having your own place is you can take a shit naked in your own fucking kitchen and just leave it.
Actually, I think I might do that.
But why would you want to do that? Because you got to clean it afterwards,
Oh no.
No, you call this really beautiful, housekeeper. Say, listen, I need you to clean my house. I just went out to buy some stuff. You go and clean it. I'll be back in about a couple of hours.
And then she big dump on the floor in the kitchen.
And she leaves, and she never cleans it, and she just leaves the door open and everything. And she trashes your place and everything, and she disappears. Nah, but hypothetically, that's what we're trying to say. When you have your own place, no one bothers you. You can do whatever you want to do. But you're right, man. The British mobster movies are, man, on the rise. Even this latest movie that I saw from what's his name? The guy who was dating Madonna, Guy Ritchie. Well, actually, they have kids. I mean, they were married for crying out loud. He made so many movies. Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And then, of course, he did successfully the reboot of the Sherlock Holmes. But there was another movie called The Gentleman. Holy shit, man.
Oh, The Gentleman.
You got to watch that. I don't want to spoil it, but it's really, really good. And the guy who played the bad guy was the guy, what's his name? Hugh Grant was in
Hugh
it.
Grant, yeah.
Dude, he's good. I was like, I didn't fucking know he can play a mobster this good. Dude, he played it so... Isn't it interesting? Comedians are better at playing serious gangsters because they understand the irony of comedy, right? Because the real life, it's the real life irony of shit that happens. So they're the best comedians. But Hugh Grant really surprised me. The way he did it, man, was really well done, man. Called Matthew McConaughey is in it. Hugh Grant's in it. It's called Gentleman. If you can find it, it's really good. Really, really
I tried
good.
to get through that film on Netflix. It's called The Irishman.
Yeah.
I watched the first 10 minutes. I had to turn off. It's just like,
here's the thing.
I don't know. It's not like Goodfellas a little bit. It's I don't think it's that great.
Here's what I'm going to tell you about that movie, and this is coming from mobsters. These are like dudes who grew up in the 70s and 80s, and they were part of the mob, like, Michael Francis, Sonny Francis, his father, who probably met, Jimmy Hoffa. And then you've got, of course, the other guys, Sammy Gravano. Then you got next to him from Colombo Gabino family, you got, John Alite, who was John Alite, who was the American Albanian, mobster who was attached to, John Gotti. And he, they all know these stories from the streets, because from the streets, you hear the truth, right? Especially when you're growing up, when you're becoming a made guy and all of that. And all of them are saying the same thing. That movie is a lot of bullshit about the way they portrayed Jimmy Hoffa. Yes, Jimmy Hoffa was part of the Teamsters. He was part of the union, but who controlled the union? Mafia, right? Mafia controlled the unions. And the stuff they said about him and that the way they portrayed him, basically what these mobsters are saying is not true. There was a lot of drug money involved behind the scenes with the construction business, with the unions. It's just the unions, Teamsters didn't know about that because you don't ask. You just do as you're told, and you make your money, and you don't complain because you're making, $100,000 a year. That's a lot of money to make 100 or 80,000, 100,000 a year back then, in the early 80s and early 70s, right? It's that's a big money, right? So, yes, he was controlled by mob, many different families. All of these unions were controlled by mobsters, but they all say the same thing: that movie is bullshit. No one, like, they're trying to say that he was buried somewhere and they were driving the body across the fucking country. Fucking ridiculous nonsense. There's people who know what happened to his body and what they did to the body. They might have taken it to the grave. Most likely they died and they can't speak right now. But all of these ex-mobsters are saying that it's bullshit. He didn't die the way they portrayed it in the movie. It was different. It was different. I mean, he did die, but where the body is and all of that, that's what they portrayed in the movie is bullshit, So, and look, I'll take these ex-mobsters who lived this life, I'll take their word over the Hollywood bullshit, anytime, any day, because they lived it. They've been there. So they know what was going on back then, and I'll take their word anytime over a movie,
I mean, we're still waiting for information on the JFK files. That was supposed to be released very soon because I think they were supposed to be releasing the first lot, which we didn't hear about. And it makes me wonder if the mafia was involved with JFK.
Here's the thing. Again, this goes back to some of these mobster guys. I don't know if they don't want to talk about it because it's a touchy subject. Because they made a deal with the government. That's why they're free and moving around and having businesses. And of course, they don't want to say something's going to bring them right back into, to the can. Sensitive subjects like that could easily, especially if you're somebody, some of them have YouTube. They're on the YouTube now and they're talking about a lot of these different things. I think some of them know. I think if one guy knew, it would be Michael Francis's father, Sonny Francis. I think if one guy knew what happened to how Kennedy, what happened to Kennedy, it's probably Sonny Francis. But he died. He was 103. He died.
He's taking it to the grave with him.
Yeah, he taken to the grave. He never ratted on anybody. He was a Cosa Nostra through and through. That guy spent all of his life in jail, and he never ratted on anybody. That guy was Cosa Nostra through and through. And I think that's the one guy that probably knows. But, he's dead. Sirhan, he's dead too. All of these guys are dead, so no one really can speak. George Bush Sr. passed away, so he can't talk. So no one really can talk about it because they're all gone. So we'll never know. Let's put it this way: we'll never know. And that's the fact. We'll never know.
I mean, this is why I like watching your channel from time to time. Sometimes I'll come in and I
Yeah.
won't type anything down because I just like listening. I just like chilling back and lying on the bed and just watching your YouTube channel and stuff. And I would comment and stuff, but I'm sort of either just sort of trying to concentrate, listen to you guys and all that. And like it's the other day, you were talking about the Cosa Nostra and all the mafia and all that, and it's just like absolutely fascinating just to hear stuff like with your stories and stuff, and with your is it dad or grandpa and all that.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. When I came here, when I was in New York,
Mm.
I got approached by some of them because I used to work at this one restaurant, which I will not name the name of the restaurant,
Yeah.
and where it is. I got approached, and that's how you become one of them. You get approached. It's not like you go and fill up the application. Like, here we go, fill up the application here. Da 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 da. No,
Mm.
if you're a good earner, if you're a good guy, and they know they can trust you, and they know you're trustworthy, and you got loyalty, and you are specific kind of a character they're looking for.
Mm.
It's almost like recruiting process, if you will. I said no, and I know what it was about. It's the way they talk to you. It's not direct. It's like innuendo. Come here and here, meet us here, blah 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 blah. We want to introduce you to this and that. But you know what it is. Like, you know what it is in the back of your mind. And I said no, because I know what that life details. I just escaped a very brutal war from Bosnia. I got my second chance in life. I'm like, I'm not going to fuck this up. You know what I mean? Or otherwise I wouldn't be talking to you right now here. I'd be talking to somebody else, probably some woke person. Hi, but I said no. And you know what? They respected my decision. These guys, say what you want about these guys. They are respectful. If you are respectful, and they will honor that. If you say no, okay, we respect that.
Because they go by the code and all that.
But I also had to leave that restaurant and said, we cannot have you be here. Yeah, I hope you understand. I understand. And I left the restaurant, and that's fine because I wasn't planning staying there anymore. Thank God that I didn't, I just needed to make some money and whatnot. But, also I got approached by Freemasons when I was in Plattsburgh College, SUNY Plattsburgh, which is upstate New York, right next to Canada, Quebec. SUNY Plattsburgh. I wanted to go for criminal justice, and it was too long, 10 years. I was like, kind of too expensive. And I was like, I was just chasing chicks, man. I really didn't even study the criminal justice statute laws. And there's so many statutes that you have to go through. And I didn't bother with that shit because I was just thinking about that one thing, too much distraction in a college back then. So I got approached there too by these, certain entrepreneurs. They call them entrepreneurs. No, they call them speakers. They come once in a while. They're all dressed nicely. They got a bunch of rings, and you go to this podium, and we all go there and we're all talking, listening to their stories. What are you going to do after you get out of college? What is your plan? What do you want to do? What is you looking for? What is your future? What do you want to be? Well, these guys were, these entrepreneurs, they were like recruits. They're like recruits. And again, they're like a wolf. What's that? A sheep in a wolf clothing. What you call that? What's the word? That phrase. When the person,
wolf's clothing and all that.
Yeah, sheep in a wolf clothing. Yeah. With the person that is portraying, like the person that is selling you something, it's a different person underneath. Basically, what I'm trying, and that's what these guys were. They all
hidden
talk
agendas.
Yeah, they all talk in innuendos, in certain codes. You just have to dissect it. And I was smart enough to dissect that shit. Others, they didn't, and they joined, and they are what they are right now. I don't know. But I got approached, like a fraternity, like, come to this fraternity place. We're going to have this beautiful, on the boat party, and come here and meet certain people. They can help you get the financial aid for this and that. You want to join this, you want to join that. You want to become successful at this or successful at that. So I was approached by these guys as well. And I said no. Now, I know who they were. Now I know all the rings and everything. I'm not stupid. I'm a highly intelligent person. And I know how this works. I know how the recruitment works, whether it's this or CIA or that or whatever. I know how it works. And the colleges, universities, and high schools are the perfect place for them to recruit a young people. That's what they're not looking for old geezers like me right now.
Yeah,
or
you know why though, don't
you
you?
know.
Because when you get recruited at a young age, you're
Yeah.
having not a lot of children or youngsters have got that intelligence at the start. You've not really fully developed your sort of high intellect. So that's what they try and go for. They try and go for someone who's less intelligent, who's way below the average, so they can fall into that trap and then groom them and stuff over time.
Absolutely, and that's what they're looking for. That's their main focus. That's their main agenda. They don't care about old geezers. We know we are what we are. We're old, and we have our own mindset, and what we believe in, what we don't believe in, and they know they cannot change us. They're looking for somebody who is young, innocent, can tell which side of the pen smells the worst.
Easy to manipulate.
Easy to manipulate, easy to move around, easy to work around, right? And that's why they always go to the colleges. That's why they always go to these places. So people ask me, why did you say no? You had opportunity to say no. I mean, opportunity to say yes. I'm sorry. Yes, I did have opportunity to say yes. But if I did say yes, what would happen to me now? Like, how do you get out of that? How do you get out of the situation? You can't. You would hear about me. Oh, he got wrapped around the tree or whatever.
He got whacked across the head.
Yeah, or he threw himself off a balcony or some shit. He overdosed or whatever the fuck. Whatever scenario they make for me, because you can't really escape that shit. Because they can't let you go with all the secrets that you know. They can't. They cannot let you go. You know too much. You're high value to us. You know so much, and we can't have you going around you talking about this shit. You gotta go.
Especially if you're high on the pillar and all of that.
Yeah,
You've made it to the top.
So I just knew that I don't want to get involved in that, man. I like to be involved in being free, not worrying about sleeping like a baby at night, sleeping comfortably at night, where I don't have to worry about waking up, or somebody gunning me down, or somebody
sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah, or whatever, or having a hit on me or some shit like that, That's a treacherous life. Yes, you'll have money. Yes, you'll have fame and all this other bullshit, but you also will have a bunch of bodyguards around you as well. You're not going to have any privacy. Everything's going to be like phone calls, do this, do that. Always, you got to do this, go here, say this, say that. You're going to be like a slave, almost like a slave. Yeah. They own you. Yes, you're going to live in a big mansion, but you're never going to enjoy that mansion because you're never going to be fucking there. Somebody else is going to be there, like people, cutting the grass or whatever. The workers will be there. You're not going to be there. You're going to be busy doing other things for them. You know what I mean? So it's a treacherous life. So I tell people I would rather live in a tent next to Sasquatches, than to be, dealing with this treacherous way of living. You know what I mean? And I don't have any regrets. I really don't, because believe me, this is not the way those guys. And why do you think they're so gray? All of these politicians have a gray hair and they're not healthy. Why do you think that is? Because they're part of very treacherous, fucked up life. And that's why always worrying. That's why they have these baggy eyes, Look at Bill Clinton. He looks like a zombie. Look at all these other guys. Look like zombies. Why? Because they're part of that treacherous life. They're part of that bullshit life. They have to live by a certain code, and they cannot break that code. And they're always nervous. Is today the day I get fucked? Is today's the day I'm gonna get whacked? Is today's the day I'm gone? Right? You don't know. You know what I mean? And it's not worth it, man. It's that's what it is, man. Secret society is a secret for a reason. Cosa Nostra was secret society as well. It's just on a different level. There's many secret societies. People say, is there more than? Yeah, there's more than one. There's shitload of them out there. Every country has them. But they all regroup. They go to Bilderbergs, they regroup, and they talk about what they're going to do together. They do have jealousies against each other, but they all have one common goal. They want to have the power and control. They think about the future, right? And what they're going to do for the future. But there's many secret societies. We have them here. You have them there.
Yeah.
They have them in
I mean,
Russia.
it's like
they-
the Illuminati. They're
Italian
like
shit.
the
Really
secret
Italians.
group.
They're Italians. It's
Yeah.
a Vatican secret society. That's what Illuminati really is. It's
Yeah.
okay. I'll just say it for free. It's a Vatican. Even the word it's Latin. It's Italian. It's a illuminate meaning to keep the secret. Those who cannot will be illuminated from that. Like need to know. Basically, what it means is you on this club need to know. You're part of Illuminati, need to know. You illuminated, you are in need to know. Almost like a chosen one.
Yeah.
If you want to know the true meaning of the word, you are the chosen ones, and you're the one that you're gonna keep that secret to the grave. And
Like
many of
Neo
them,
from the Matrix,
Yeah.
being the one.
yeah. So it's all the same shit, just different packaging. It's just like it's like soccer. You got different clubs, Manchester United, you got you got Lazio from Italy, you got Bayern Munich from Germany. It's just like different. It's all play soccer, and they all want to win. They all want to win your UEFA Cup, right? But they're all different clubs, but they all want the same thing, to win the UEFA Club. They all want to run more territories. The biggest one right now, it's here in America. They can, in Britain, they can control more things. They have more upper hand on certain things. But there's many others in France and parts of Europe, so there are many of them out there. Many
Because
societies.
we technically own Canada,
Yeah.
or the Queen does at least. Then
Well,
to
British
some
Columbia.
extent.
Look at British Columbia. It's pretty much yours. I mean,
Yeah.
that province is yours.
And
You guys own-
Gibraltar, I think, is part of England.
Yeah. France owns the Quebec. That's their province. Canada is just like almost like an open field. Like, hey guys, come on over. Who wants to come here? Come here. It's cold. It's miserable. We got Sasquatches. Leave them alone, but they can live here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? I guess the whole message here is this. What we're trying to say, what I'm trying to say, what even Tony's trying to tell you is, and me and Tony trying to tell you from this whole conversation is, don't get manipulated by money. Money is the root of all evil. Yes, it's gonna give you a financial blanket. You're gonna drive a fancy car. You're gonna look good. You're gonna dress nice. You're gonna live in a big mansion, but it will be a treacherous life. 100%. Those celebrities, they're actors for a reason. They pretend. They show your face in front of a camera for a little bit, but once the camera's turned off, they're miserable as fuck. Trust me. I used to work for them. I know some of them. I'm not going to mention names, but they're miserable as fuck. I know that. I know it for a fact. They're miserable as fuck, Tony. It's just, of course, in front of camera, they pretend that there's something else, but behind the camera, they're miserable as fuck. So what does that mean? The money makes you miserable. To me, money comes and go. I use it for what I need. I lost some money today. I made some money tomorrow. Whatever. Now you got to be smart. You don't want to waste money like a loser, and then be out on the street with nothing, right? But you also don't want to be a cheapskate either, right? But you got to be reasonable. You got to be smart. You got to use this. This is your greatest arsenal that you have. Without this, I mean, you're just like, you might as well pull down the pants and, spread the cheeks,
And then just take it in the backside.
That's it. Tell them it's free. Merry Christmas. Go for it. Help yourself. Help yourself. Go ahead.
Help yourself to my Christmas bowls.
Yeah. You guys feeling horny? Help yourself. Come on in. Right in the alley over here. Yeah.
Actually, I
man.
should say Christmas balls.
There you go. You might as well kiss me on the jingle bells. They're right down there. Go for it. Yeah. So, so the message is this: stay away from that bullshit. We're talking about the young kids, like the ones that are like in their 19, 20, that age of 19, 20. That's when you are the most vulnerable. That's that threshold, crossover, right? Puberty and all that, 19 and 20. You got to be very careful, man, who you get involved with, what kind of business you get involved, whom you trust. Guys, don't get tangled up in that shit. There's a lot of bullshit artists out there. There's a lot of bad influences out there, and they will try to work you, whether it's a she or he. And they're pretty good. They're pretty good. The way they talk, the way they look, the way they dressed, they're pretty good at this stuff. They're professionals. They know how to get to you. They know how to recruit you. and they will do that if they can see that you don't really have any clue about any of this stuff. You make it so easy for them to put you in that direction. And unfortunately, there's a lot of kids out there, a lot of college students out there who are vulnerable, and they easily buy into this bullshit, and then 10 years after they realize, oh my God, too late now, right? Because you're so deep into it, and now you're nothing, you got nothing. They destroyed your life. They took away everything from you, and you can't say this, you can't say that, so be free. Yes, we all need a job. We all gotta make money somehow here and there, but there's always other things you can do to make money. Even by doing this, you can make money.
Or even doing a paper round.
Yeah, there's other venues you can take to make money. It's not always, yes, everybody wants the flashy things, the bling bling bling, fancy this, fancy that. Everybody wants that, but that's a short-lived experience. You're gonna have fun for a little bit,
and it's materialistic.
Yeah, and that's it. Okay, so you experience all of that, and then what? After 3.5 years, what now? Now you got to do what they tell you to do, because they own you. And if you don't do what they ask you to do, well, guess what? Then you're gonna have a miserable life. You'll have a proper miserable life. They're gonna ban you from social media. They're gonna ban you from you're gonna watch every move you make. They're gonna bug you. They're gonna listen to every conversation you make. They're gonna keep track of. They're gonna freeze your accounts because they control the banks. They control the media. They control everything. So what are you gonna do? They print the fucking money. They got everybody around the world connected. Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? Not maybe Antarctica, but even there, they can get the expedition and get you and whatever. Pretty much, you fucked. Yeah.
On a high note,
yeah,
I would say also not to get yourself into debt as well. Like with people, youngsters, they go to credit cards and all these debit cards, or basically hire purchase where you're pre-buying something for like 6 months and you've got to pay it back and all that.
And you can't.
I got sucked into all that shit at the start when I was about 16. I've just finished now. I've cleaned all my debts and shit, and that's it good for me now.
That's great. Yeah, that's another thing. First of all, that's what banks are. They want you. They want to make money off of you. They know what you're buying. You're gonna end up paying more than what it's worth, right? Like this microphone. Let's say, okay, it's about 200 quids. Guess what? I'm gonna loan you the money for this microphone, and you're gonna pay me like $10 each month. But there's gonna be an interest rate, another $40 on top of that interest rate. And if you miss a payment, I charge you more. So basically, you're gonna end up paying $1,500 for something that's 200 quids. I'll make you pay 1,500 quids for this thing. And if you don't make it on time, you'll have to pay another 2,500 quids on it. So there goes this fucking microphone. You just wasted 2,500 fucking quids for this piece of shit, right? I know I'm using one bad example. Maybe it's not a good example, but that's what I mean by credit. Fuck the credit, man. Get some cash together and go buy what you need to buy. That's the honestly the best solution, And well, on that note, it has been almost 3 hours. 3-hour podcast, man. It just flew by. Me and Brendan, we were talking about a GeForce Now, and I was blown away yesterday by GeForce Now and just how fluid and fast and smooth it is. It's a good alternative for people who can't afford a console or can't afford to buy a good PC. I think this is a great alternative for that. Again, virtual reality, there's so much that we can talk about maybe in the next podcast about virtual reality. Virtual reality, it's truly taking off in a big way. There's so many experiences right now in the VR that, it's not just a gaming. A lot of people have this idea about the virtual reality. They think it's only for the gaming. No, man. Dude, there's so many things you can do with the VR today, with that Oculus Quest. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And maybe we can save that for another podcast. And
that'd be good, man.
Yeah,
that'd be good. But I truly think though, for PC VR gaming, I think it's kind of dying out.
Yeah, I
because
think
a lot of developers are not making games for PC VR games. It's mostly for your standalone, like your Quest 2s and all of that.
And in the future, I don't think they're gonna need the PCVR because
Mm.
it's all gonna be on a cloud. You'll
Yeah.
have something like a visor, you put it on, and you connect to the cloud, and it's everything there. You know, it's gonna be no wires, no nothing, just a little like a visor you put on, small little lightweight,
Mm.
maybe I don't know, like a 20 grams, small little thing.
Or your little spectacles.
Yeah, spectacle, and you'll have everything there, your apps, your movies, games, all the experiences, your social media, even your phone will be able to connect to it. You can use the eye tracker, Tobii eye tracker inside of it to activate blink once, activate blink twice, close the phone call, make the phone call. Dude, it's going to be mind-boggling 10 years
Mm.
from now, 20 years from now, as to how far the technology is going to advance when it comes to VR, you know. So that's going to be amazing, you know.
Yeah.
And we have basically, we're going to laugh about I have my Windows mixed reality Samsung Odyssey, and when I look at how big that thing is and
Mm.
how ridiculous and huge like those, you know, controllers are, that thing's gonna be a joke. We're gonna laugh about that, man. 10 years from now, we're gonna laugh about that, bro. Maybe
Yeah, I've
even
just
earlier than
actually
that.
recently, if I can get it, just recently purchased this recently.
Oh, nice. A laptop. Nice. Oh, Asus. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah,
Asus are
so
pretty good,
it's
man.
got the 3070 in it.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's quite
Nice.
powerful. But
Yeah.
then there's what people don't get as well. It's not an actual 37. It's like a mobile version, but
Equivalent to
it's
30.
still
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah. It's the same kind of like architecture and all that. It's just it's more designed for the needs of the mobile. You
Yeah.
know, it's not designed for the needs of the obviously desktop. Desktop, they're more powerful. They can handle more things, but that's stationary. But for a mobile, that's more than enough, man.
Yeah.
What you can do. Look, I love the one thing I like about today's world and today's society. I love variety of choices that we have. You know, that's the one silver lining. People always ask me, you know, Mr. Forky, you always seem to be angry. I said, I'm not angry. I'm just talking about the way I feel about things. But the one silver lining that I can, you know, point and cross is the fact that we all have choice. There's a lot of choices here, and you're not forced to go with just one thing and one thing only. You have a choice to choose how you want to experience many different aspects of technology, and you're not being forced. And I think that's a great thing that we have choices. You know what I mean. Back in the days, you didn't have that. Back in the days, either you have a console, you don't have a console, you don't game.
Yeah.
You know, or you go to the arcades and put some quarters, and that's it.
I'm wasting money.
Yeah,
It was good
now,
times, though.
yeah, it was great times. It was great. I mean, don't get me wrong, I miss those times. But right now, it's all about variety, and I like that. I mean, that's the one good thing I pull out of all of this. That's the one great thing I try to draw out of all of this is that we all have choices now, variety of choices to choose from. And I like that, man. I like having variety of choices. How I want to watch my movies, whether it's the projector, small screen, big screen, whatever. Where do I want to watch my movie? Where do I want to take it? How do I want to watch it? Where do I want to watch it? How do I watch my TV shows? When do I watch them? How I choose to watch them? Dude, all of that. These choices, I like it. How I play my games, how I want to play them. Do I want to wait for the download or do I just want to click and play right now? I love that shit, man.
Variety is good.
Variety, dude. I love that, man. And I don't understand why there's so many fanboys when we have a variety, dude. Like, I don't get that. You know, I'll never understand the fanboys, you know.
I mean, the reason I got this laptop, I only got it through the post a few days gone back. I was hoping it would come before Christmas anyway. But it's because I want to do like Unity and Unreal and start working on that and use that as a workstation so I can build my own games just by myself. And then I can say, wow, I did this by myself. I've made my own game and I can put it out there for people.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Because, and again, you have options like, hey, you can play it on your desktop or you can take that with you. Or if you don't want to use it, waste your batteries. You can just jump on the cloud and play something from the cloud, depending where you are, which hotel room or which place you're at, right? And I love that. I love variety, you know. I think that's what I love. I love like driving my car and listening to the satellite radio, and I can choose what I want to listen to, or just jump at Spotify or jump to iHeartRadio and create my own station. I love these choices, man. I love varieties, like which podcast to be reminded of, to listen to. I love all of that, man. I think it's the one fine print, the one silver lining that we can all kind of pull out of this whole, you know, god awful mess we're in, is that one positive is the you have a choice. You know, you don't have to, you know, listen to somebody, you know, telling you this and that. You don't have to watch certain videos that pisses you off. You don't have to watch certain people that pisses you off. You have a choice. You can watch what you can watch what you want to watch. And this is why I don't understand why people are getting banned from social media. If you don't like what this guy is saying, well, don't watch him. Don't subscribe to him. You can do that, but he should be able to say what he wants to say. You know what I mean? That's the one problem I have about that whole controlling thing. But people should be able to choose. And I like that aspect about today's life, is that we have that variety. And but the problem is that variety is being controlled by big tech, you know, and they like to
and all that.
Yeah, they like to inject their own things, you know, and that's why people are upset. It's like, I don't like to be told, you know, it's my life. You know, if I don't want to take the jab, it's on me. You protect yourself, put on that mask, get as many jabs as you want. That is your right. But it's also should be my right to choose what to do. You know, you know, hey, if you want to have that mask on all day long, triple mask, quadruple mask, look like Bane, I don't care. That is your choice. You want to take jabs every week, that's your choice. But you shouldn't inject that shit into the other people. People should be able to make their own judgment. It's their life. That's the whole idea of being free, is to make decision for yourself. You know what I mean? But right now we can't make the decision because we're being threatened, dictated, threatened. Okay, if you don't take the jab, you lose your money, you lose your job, you lose this, you lose that, and that's no good, man. That's not the way to go about it, man. That's the one thing.
People's livelihoods are at stake, because if you say work in a certain business, like a big company, and their policies is for you to get jabbed, but you don't want to get the jab and all that, then that's putting you out of work and all that.
Yeah. So
then you get fired for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at what's going on, like in Germany, in Australia, dude, it's almost like a Gestapo, man. Like, what the heck is this? You know, running around with all these, and the way these officers are dressed, they look like Gestapos, you know, like a super soldiers, you know. That's the one aspect that I don't like, where this is going. You know, that's my only fear, honestly. Like, when I look at 2022, to be honest with you, when I look at 2022 and beyond and where we're going, that's my one fear. That's my instinct that I have, you know. And my instinct is never wrong. It's connected to the universe. That's what I believe in. And that's the one instinct I always tell people. I think you're better off living in the woods, somewhere out there in a small town in a forest, than you are in the big cities, man, to be honest with you. I think living in the big cities has become Russian roulette. You never fucking know, dude. It's such a crazy world out there, such a crazy place. You know, you've seen what happened this year, you know, like these gang bangers, whatever the fuck they are, you know, they just roll out of the fucking car and they select random people and they start shooting them, you know. This has happened in LA. You know, you pull up by the red stop and they fucking come out and pop for no reason. It's a crazy fucking time. There's a lot of craziness going on out there, especially in the big cities. You know, like LA, you want to stay away from LA. You want to stay away from San Francisco, Seattle, any big city you want to stay away from. It's just too fucking dangerous. Too fucking dangerous.
All this social media, though, like with the ad apocalypse and stuff, when it first originally started, it was all because that YouTuber basically went into the suicide forest. And this is why we've got all this like shitty social media now.
Yeah. But wasn't that in Japan, right?
Yeah. I think because it was
Yeah.
was it the Paul brothers or something? They went to
Yeah,
that
yeah,
bloody
yeah, yeah.
thing, and he was
Yeah.
like laughing about it, and
Yeah.
that's how it all started.
Yeah. Well, that was a bad taste. You never do that to a dead person. That's just a bad karma, dude, waiting to happen. You inheriting a bad karma. And the thing about the karma is this: it takes time. It doesn't happen right away. It takes time because there's a lot of people out there with bad karmas, and the universe, has to adjust everything accordingly. It's like an algorithm. By your due date, it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. It's coming, and it's not going to end up well. You're going to suffer in some very unimaginable, terrible fucking way. But no one escapes the karma. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. I tell people, no one intimidates me. Nothing intimidates me. But the karma is definitely something I respect, because that shit will catch up to you. Not right away, but 10 years from now, 20 years, even 30 years from now, it's going to catch up to you. And when it catch ups to you, you're not going to like it. It's going to be a miserable fucking hell. Like it's going to be a slow process of miserable hell till the day you die. My message to everybody is, don't make fun of, other people, handicapped people or dead people. Don't make fun of that. That's, just you inheriting a bad karma. Don't screw people over. That's an instant karma. You're pretty much setting yourself for bad karma. Don't be selfish. Don't be, again, I hate to use that word, the 3 words. 4 words. Don't be a cunt. Don't be a cunt. That's it. Don't be a cunt. And just don't be a cunt. That should be on the billboards. That should be when you walk inside the bus or metro or anywhere you go. There should be a sign that says "Don't be a cunt," and I think it could help. If I was the president, I would turn this into a law that says "Don't be a cunt." Everywhere you go.
We could do it in a less language. Don't be a see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, don't be see you next Tuesday. Yeah, don't be like that too. That too. Yeah. But yeah, don't be a cunt.
But anyway, I've got to get off because my brother's bloody
Me too.
moaning,
I gotta go. Listen, it's been 3 hours. I enjoyed it, man. It's been fun. I'm glad we had this conversation about Bond and this whole society thing and all of that. It's been 3 hours podcast. I like doing these things once in a while. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and we'll talk again.
Oh, it's definitely been a pleasure, man. You stay safe and all of that. Have a good Christmas, the rest of it at least.
Same to you. Cheers. Have a good
and
one,
everybody
brother.
As well. I hope everyone
Thank
has
you,
a good
guys.
Christmas.
Thank you for donating. Thank you, Bad Brother. Cheers. Thank you for the super chat. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too, man. Stay safe, all.
Thank you. Actually, there we go. Take care. Yeah, thank you, Bad Brother. I really appreciate the super chat. Sorry about the late respond. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. I just want you to know, every single one of you. Thank you for yesterday. Thank you for today. Thank you for all the super chats yesterday that you guys gave out, including Mamba. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you, David, for your super chat. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I always appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You don't have to do it, guys. I always tell people, if you can't do it, don't do it. But, if you feel like you can do it and, go for it. But I just want you to know that I appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, you have a good one. Have a nice and good Sunday night or Monday morning, wherever you are. And we're getting close to the end of the year. Hopefully 2022 will be a humble year, will be a year of respect and understandings. I always like to keep it positive. I like to, be optimistic, even though in the back of my mind, I know that things are not looking that way, but I always try to be optimistic, especially in these times. You have to be optimistic, no matter what, because at the end of the day, all we have is each other on this planet, and we're stuck here with each other, So there you have it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. It's been my pleasure. Thank you, Bad Brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated, man. And as always, guys, adios, motherfuckers. I'll see you. I'll see you soon. Be good, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Oh, I forgot to turn off the stream. Oh, that's right. Again, adios. Take care, guys.